All right, so I'm gonna make this a quick and dirty recap. We met a Warforged. He's from Chelsea, y'all. Wonderful chap. Totally not going to stab us in the back at some point. He guided us into the forest, given that we no longer had Crusader to guide us along. We met up with the other Brian's character, William. He's now joined us along with his two companions, a dwarf chronicler and a gnome, I believe, like forge cleric. I think she is prone to explosions as well. We've moved further into the grove. We encountered a couple bad animals. First group was taken out by the Warforged. I think the designation that we were using to call them is just 36. Killed them. Continued on. We tried to sneak up onto bears that were infested, which went absolutely wonderfly, as one might imagine, with as much disadvantage as we had. We fought the bears, killed the bears, burned the bodies, had a short rest, a little bit of character interaction happened there. We moved further still into the grove. We were led to the clearing that is more or less at least currently, the only known source of this infestation. And our wonderful Warforged guide has now left us as we laid eyes on row after row of a hybrid between the fern and the fungus being produced, and presumably being intentionally grown and or harvested in some fashion, as well as cages containing animals in various states of conversion, all the way up until to just huge collections of this fungus, and also some humanoids that had become infected by the hybrid as well. One of those humanoids was released and started kind of searching around, and that is where we are at this exact juncture.
Okay. That is exactly where you are at after hearing the alarm or loud sounds of a maybe an alarm system or something echo out, and the few individuals, I believe it was only Rai and Liana, who were able to notice the individual being released from its cage. The
Yep.
rest of you are within distance to make your decisions without any immediate danger. So, for
Okay.
those of you who are here, you may discuss amongst yourself what you are doing, or you can just charge in if you'd like. It's
Yeah.
up to you.
Liana,
We'll look to the rest of them and say, I'm heading back.
you are leaving?
We're not gonna be we're not gonna be able to deal with that. I have only so much ammo, and you see what they do with that. There's so much in there. We're gonna be infected within
Is he robotic for anyone else?
Yeah.
my fucking god.
Yeah, I was going to say I can't understand a word you're saying.
Yeah, that was breaking up real bad for you.
Am I good now?
Yes.
For the time being, yes. Welcome back.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, there we go.
Your
So,
mic is just giving you hell tonight.
yeah. More so Discord than my mic. My mic's fine.
Ah.
But yeah, no, we can't deal with that. There's so much there. We're gonna be infected probably within seconds. We're gonna be showing signs probably within 20 minutes. Look, I'm not an intelligent man, but I'm smart enough to see that going in there is suicide if we're gonna have to fight around that stuff. Especially with the fact that there's, from what you've said, a lot of people in cages that could be released at any moment.
Yes, that is true.
I think the best thing to do is we just head back to Gold Meadow, give them a map to this place, tell them what we saw, and then head off, because what are 5 of us going to do against a potential army in there while we're being infected by this?
Surely, if we were to acquire some assistance from Kellen, we might be able to handle this situation far better.
No.
Perhaps, but most likely, if we go back to Kellen and basically tell her that we need assistance, I can't imagine she's going to see much need to pay us anymore. Us going back empty-handed is basically giving up the job.
What if we were to find some way to get that Warforged to help us? He is quite effective in a fight.
I still wouldn't go in there. The risk of infection is too great.
The metal man doesn't
We
have to
can
breathe. We do.
Perhaps burn the plants.
If we burn the plants, the air is full of their spores. It would cause the fire to quickly get out of control and probably set fire to the entirety of the grove.
Perhaps there's some way we could avoid the large grouping of the plants, yet investigate further. There must be some other way. This has been cultivated, and whoever's behind it surely isn't becoming infected themselves.
It could be a race that has a natural born immunity to it.
DM, a question.
You've got a point there.
When we look out over this area, does it look like this stuff is being grown all around the structure?
From your,
like
from your current perspective, you mean?
Yeah, like does it appear to be like this stuff is like everywhere around it, or is it just like one side of it that we're on that has this stuff?
From what you can tell, what you're looking at is it's everywhere. But you could move around to see if there's an area that doesn't have it. That's all I can really tell you. Because from your perspective at the moment, it's in front of you. You don't know about the other side or anything like that.
No perception check is going to help that?
Maybe. Sure, I'll give you a perception check.
No.
Yeah, you don't know.
I'll see about rolling as well.
Okay, 20. Nice.
Because Flipper is going to try to find some way for them to deal with the situation. Just give me one moment.
Yeah, no problem.
So what's 20 get me?
20. You notice that off to the edges of your current field of view, best I can call it, that where you see that the cultivation starts to curve around the building. On one side, it continues to curve around, and you don't see it. You assume it kind of continues onward. That's like to the left. The other way, you notice that it kind of goes that way, but it tapers off, and it seems to be less and less on the right-hand side. You can't see exactly when it disappears, or if it does or not, or if it's just a lower, what's the word? It's not as compact as what you're looking at right now, but it definitely lessens off to the right-hand side of this area.
So, from how much is in this area, could I determined that even with the amount of plants that are around, that the spores would be in that area regardless?
Possibly. Though I do believe that you all have things to combat spores.
It will help, but it won't stop them.
Also, dosing ourselves with this stuff preemptively ain't exactly a great idea.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Each of you, since each of you, even William, decided that they wanted to go into the grove, the guards and stuff gave you all like filter gas masks, essentially.
Right, they did give us each one of those, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't realize.
We're gonna send you out there with be like, hey, try to survive and not
It's like have
Full
fun.
disclosure, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so could help.
Yeah, that changed.
But we also were told that the gas masks aren't going to stop it at all. It's only going to help.
Of course.
Well, yeah, but that's if it's like in like if you get super close next to it, it won't help. But like if you're staying, a bit away from it, or you're not staying in one area for too long, you should be fine. It's like if you get stuck, or if you're just kind of sticking around an area for too long, then you might, fall asleep or something.
And we could really deal with the effects of this if we both use the mask and preemptively drink the potions.
Well,
Unless if they don't stack.
They're not meant to be drank, I can tell you that.
They are not meant to be drunk at all.
I don't know how you're
Congratulations, Flip, you poisoned yourself.
You
That
basically
would be
inhaled
poisoned.
You basically inhale the fumes and it acts like a
Chloroform.
fungicide. And totally not chloroform.
It's definitely chloroform. It's just a lie.
Okay. My bad. I thought you drank it.
No.
Not a good idea.
Good thing you didn't.
This is why Flipper doesn't have one.
Look,
Hey, milk.
how many people did you say you saw in the cages?
How many did I see? Or did I see an exact number at all?
You didn't see an exact number. You just saw a few humanoids. You saw the one definitely get out of the cage. None of the other ones are out of the cages yet. From this distance in your perception check earlier, I'd probably say you maybe saw like 3 or 4 in total, including the one that got released.
Okay.
It wasn't like a whole bunch of humanoids.
It's not a horde of they are billions type.
No. You notice that this is very like controlled. Like there are few samples of the bears, a few samples of this kind of animal, a few humanoids. It's not like
I have a question. How combustible are the spores?
You light it on fire, they disintegrate.
Gabe!
I meant the spores in the air. I meant the spores in the air.
Oh, right. Okay. I'd say that since you all had experience, burning these things and the spores in the air, you notice that if you burn the spores in the air, it's kind of like a like the magician's like flash paper kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's just like and it like goes out immediately almost. Like it burns up immediately and it goes out.
Like if you burn a dandelion, it just burns.
I can't even fight in there.
I think what he's getting at is, would the concentration be high enough that it could be harmful if it was ignited?
Like
explosive.
Like where you're at currently?
Like you're using a gunpowder weapon?
Yes. I don't care.
There's only one way to find that out.
I don't care what the DM has said. My weapons use gunpowder. They are not steam propelled.
You have a gun?
Yes!
Yes.
I have been using a gun!
And
Not
Lunaria
Crusader.
shot it next to your head twice.
Oh yeah, it fucked you up.
Oh yeah, that's
okay,
what made me.
for the
Well, there's one surefire way to find something out, and
oh gosh. Okay, so I'll just tell you out of character.
Fern.
William, if you try to fire it where it's, being cultivated, then yeah, that'll be a problem. But if you can find an area that is not cultivated, and it's kind of sporadic, you'll probably be fine.
I don't trust this at all.
You would?
I would be fine with it, and I'm saying this in character, I would be fine with it if we wouldn't anger a fucking giant if we set a field on fire.
what happened when I was not here?
Absolutely nothing. We were talking.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we've been discussing our plan.
Yeah.
Wait, are you guys about
And William has said already that he wants to leave.
What was your question, Milk?
Oh, y'all are in game already?
Yes.
You can't leave.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 7:21. Yes.
It's not 7:21, it's 10:20. Excuse you.
And just for your time zone.
William, I respectfully, I don't think we can leave. We're in too deep.
It's as easy as turning back around, heading back, and telling them where this place is and that they need to send people of more experience than us.
We're experienced. To an extent.
We can't deal
I
with all the...
believe-
Okay, which one of you are a druid?
No one.
No one?
but
No one?
Oh,
Okay, good. So you have absolutely no idea what to do around these things.
I'll just
Secondly-
set the shits on
absolutely
fire.
not.
Oh, and you're going to piss off a giant when you explode their grove and set all the trees on fire around.
Basically.
That's what I'm getting at. If
Yeah.
we could use fire, I would be fine with it. But we can't. We're going to piss off a giant if we do. And if we try to, there's so many around there that it'll be explosive and set every tree on fire nearby,
chain
and we'll
reaction.
start a forest fire.
We just need more people to be controlled.
Yeah,
That's essentially what we need to do.
Let's
Can you see
scan,
any-
let's go around the perimeter, and unless we find a massive area of open space, I don't see us being able to do that. To do this.
Hey, Flipper.
Yes.
I have an idea.
But the boy has an idea.
Oh no.
It ain't a bad idea.
Are you sure
That's
it's
just
not
his only reaction. He just gets a slight smile and just says, "Oh no."
How fast are you?
Oh no.
I'm decently quick.
Can you bring out them glowy wings?
He immediately just kinda gives a look like, wings? What?
Oh shit, you don't remember that.
Wings?
Easy,
I don't
when you
trust
transformed,
you.
you
it.
did the wings, and then you just passed out because the Crusader beating the hell out of you. But
I don't exactly know how to do that. If I were to know how to do that, I could possibly do so, but,
there's also the issue of the the Goliath over there.
Who is still actually no, not still. You notice that he did go back to sniffing the ground a little bit, is like looking around, and is now wandering off in a different direction, like away from all of you.
We need to deal with him.
We don't need to do anything.
The way I see it, we do.
Chandler, I gave you an idea.
What? Really quickly, Chandler, verbatim, what is the job that we are doing?
To go find the source and deal with it.
Deal with it.
That's
deal
basically
with
what
it.
it is. Like,
Deal with it.
deal with it and end it, essentially.
Deal with
Oh, so
it.
we have to get rid of everything.
All
Well,
right.
the main thing, like in the main operation, or like whatever it is, just like if that means like
thing.
if someone's
That's
behind it, deal with that someone. If it means
Bring
destroying
it
a
on the
plant,
force.
like destroying a plant that's causing this, destroy the plant. Like it just basically is like
Yeah.
deal with it.
Find the source and
Yep,
deal with it.
and because it's in her precious grove, we can't just exterminatus the place.
Well, if they're
We can.
We
you could
can.
if you explain it to her
We-
afterwards.
Be
Well,
like, you can get
big
it back.
problem. We don't have Leo here. We don't have the persuasion god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's a persuasion
Rye
god.
isn't that bad at it.
Raya's decent.
You're not going to be able to easily persuade Kellen that burning down her grove was the best course of action.
I mean, it was either that or just leave without
That's
anything.
what we did.
Yes, leave. Get help from the druids and rangers that know what they're doing. That's a way worse plan than burning down the grove.
Whoa, I'm glad to
I
see
mean-
we're on the page that it's a
I
worse
mean-
idea.
I mean, I want the. I took this job because I wanted 3,000 gold. I don't know any other way to frame it. I want money, man.
I think we all want money.
I took this job to help, and I didn't even take the job to save the grove. I just came out here on a hunting trip to get rid of some of the hives and hosts.
Well, but you're giving up.
Then you can go back.
Before we decide if we're going to or not, William, we go around the edge of the clearing and see if there's maybe an easier way in.
Okay, I'll go down the
Someone's
way
doing
that I
this.
saw it thinning out.
Okay, so you head over that way. I heard someone say my name.
Yeah, I sent you one more message.
Yes, you may.
I can blow the shit out of
Okay,
these
thank you.
ruins.
It's pretty big.
And
ruins.
burn down the entire place.
Just the ruins? That's all I need.
The ruins are made of stone, by the way, and they're about maybe 80 feet across.
And absolutely covered in these explosive and flammable spores.
That sounds like
Okay,
fun.
19.
Then I throw the fire on the inside.
Oh, baby.
19.
Oh, baby, it's
Okay.
triple.
Flip, you have a feeling that something within you can help with this. You just have to trust it. They're not exactly sure what.
Mhm.
It's just like something could help if you wish.
Okay, so he'll take a step forward, look over to Rye.
Okay. You also see William heading off
And-
into a different direction as well.
And Liana is following him.
Okay.
Okay, and he'll say to Rye, "What is
Yep.
your idea?"
Well, it's kind of a shit idea, but you
It's an idea.
you take this vial and he pulls out from his bag one of these one that's like for the structural
Okay.
stuff. You fly in there, pour it all over the floor on the inside. I light it up. We run.
Hmm.
It's a shit idea. But
Sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so can you just say it one more time because he cut out part
Uh,
way for me.
you head into that building. Dumps a vial on the inside of the room. So maybe one of the bigger cages. I light it up, we run.
Pardon. You want me to set fire to some unknown material in a vial in the middle of the ruins, then?
No, I'll set it on fire. You just need to dump it.
Do you think you can limit any additional... Sorry about that.
Hmm.
Do you think you can limit the damage to the surrounding grove?
In theory. Um,
I kind of want to make you make an intelligence check for that theory.
I'm just like, are you
I
going
would
to be
like
able
to
to
do
do this
that.
without burning down everything?
Yeah, go ahead and make an intelligence check to see if you can
Don't see the
theoretically.
thing. Are you sure
No.
about
You
that?
have no clue if you can do it or not. You'll have to wing it.
Can I roll something for this?
Why?
I don't know, just some kind of come up with some scheme to prevent burning down everything.
Disaster.
Sure. Why not?
I
What
guess that would
scheme
be
would there
nature.
be?
I
No,
don't know.
I don't
That's
even
why.
think
That's why I'm like,
I
sure,
don't
make
know.
a check.
No, like you have to come up with something on your own because like if the DM doesn't have a scheme involved, then obviously whatever
God.
you roll isn't gonna help.
Out of character.
Okay. Yeah. What?
I do know that I know as a player that that Harmony got a sending stone to that Tabaxi lady
Mm-hmm.
out in the from the Phoenix Temple.
Yes, in Gold Meadow. Yeah.
Would Rye have known that? Because he did. I don't know if
I-
he left before or after she got that.
I think that you left before because that was during the time when she was talking to Harmony about like it'd be great to have you in, but I have to make sure that you've changed in some way, and this is the best way that I can actually keep in contact with you. I think that was after Rye left and got freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really hope that one day she goes there and she accidentally stumbles on a death cult and they like stab her and goes, "We will rebirth you."
Oh my gosh. And I don't think Harmony has told Rye about that, so
Yeah.
Rye wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't even think
she
Harmony
wouldn't have a
would
reason
even,
to. I don't think.
I don't think Harmony would even think to use that in the moment.
Okay.
Probably not.
Because that's like why? Because yeah.
Shit, I don't know. How's the weather looking right now?
The weather, it's a bit cloudy, a smidge cold, but not too bad.
Mr. Blue Sky is not in the sky.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Hmm.
I just
like
think
that
we need
too.
to burn all this shit. I don't think there's a way that we can.
I have an idea, but it may slightly upset Kellen.
I mean, upsetting Kellen is not the worst of my worries right now. So
We
shoot.
can see what vegetation is near this grove and dispose of it before we burn the whole grove. Well, with these hybrid plants. Or we could take a more risky route of head in there, see if we can find whoever's responsible for this, deal with them, and then afterwards tell Cohen, hey, we dealt with the individual responsible. You just need to deal with the plants.
Are you sneaky?
If I take off this godforsaken armor.
I could go in there, but It's difficult.
It's fine. Just give me a moment to take off this arm.
No, you keep your armor on. I can get in there.
What are me and Liana saying?
Yeah. So as this conversation of I don't know what I'm doing is going over that way, the two of you make your way over to the right side of this ruin, and sure enough, it seems as though the dense concentration of the hybrid plants thins out, and it's not like gradual as you thought. It's really actually like it goes like what it was very cultivated to like
Abrupt.
very abrupt. It's almost like here's like it stops the cultivation, and then there's like three little like pods.
Is there an entrance?
I'm
to this ruin?
getting to that. There's like three little pods of it's like holding plants, but then there's like almost nothing, and then you see actually a well-traveled dirt road, almost like very worn, that leads into this ruin, and there seems to be actually a two sets of stairs that kind of go up into the ruin, and the ruin is kind of a little bit elevated from the actual the plants on the ground, and you kind of these two stairs go up, and they each kind of go in a little bit on the sides of the ruin, and they kind of meet towards the middle, and there seems to be a doorway there, and also doorways on the sides of these this staircase that kind of goes up. Okay.
So I'm gonna get behind, like towards a bush, behind a tree or something. And I'm gonna tell Liana before I go and say, go get the others. Tell them that we found a way in that if I fire my gun, it won't cause an explosion.
Correct.
And I'll watch from here with my rifle. And if you hear gunshots, something's gone wrong. But I'll watch the entrance until you get back. And for God's sake, make sure they're not doing anything stupid.
I will go get them, yes, and don't go in without me. You
Just
seem like a
watching the
decent
entrance. I don't have a death wish, and you seem pretty decent too. Like I said, just watching the entrance, and then I get behind the tree and like set up my rifle on like a branch for some stability.
Okay, yeah, totally. I'll have you make a perception check,
Liana
William.
will
As-
head back.
Okay, as Liana heads back, William, make a perception check just for the time. If anything does come up,
Okay.
like from the time that it takes from Liana to get back, meet with everybody and such.
Oof.
11. Okay, good to know. I will get back to if anything happens with that in a little bit. But you are currently posted up, looking at the entranceway and kind of scanning the area a little bit, as you see Liana off in the corner of your eye disappear into the grove trees once more. Not too long later, Liana, you reappear to the rest of the party, seeing Rye and Flipper. I keep on wanting to call him Flip, but it's not Flip, it's Flipper. Talk
Yeah, it's
and
Flipper.
try to figure out something as you walk up.
Hey,
I could
everyone.
just sneak in. Huh?
Listen, me and William, we found a way in on the back. It's almost, it's well traveled, and there's hardly any of these hybrids around at all. If we're careful, we should be able to get in mostly unnoticed.
All right.
I guess we can always figure out how to dispose of the plants afterward.
The
Oh,
plants are a
no.
problem, yes, but if someone is cultivating these and this absolutely looks like a farm, they are the bigger problem. Come on, let's go.
Very much so.
I don't like the idea of leaving William all alone.
Yeah.
And she will start leading them back towards William unless any of them have their own thing they wish to do.
Uh,
Okay.
And Harmony's being the good T-posing band-aid that she is. Just following along silently.
Am I the only one who actually imagines her just floating in a T-pose and then every now and
Yes.
then glitching?
No,
No.
that's me too.
That's it. We
Yeah.
all think that.
Like she glitches halfway into the ground and pops back up and then just like
Like if she
slowly
lagged.
floating. Yep.
It's like, oh, shit, she did it again.
So anything between then and now, it's probably like 4 or 5 minutes, I'm guessing.
Somewhere around there. You do notice that not in the entryway, but off to the side, you hear a faint rustling, like a off to the maybe you're right, like into the grove a little bit. But that's about it.
I'm gonna look very slowly to where I hear the rustling.
Okay, you look very slowly over that way.
Not making any sudden moves, just in case the jolt alerts something that I don't want to alert.
Mm-hmm. So make another stealth check for me, real quick.
God damn it! I'm not even
no.
moving.
You know what? I'll give you advantage because you're not moving at this point. Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you
15,
20.
20.
Okay.
Not good enough.
Hey. Stinky stink.
Okay. That's very good for you. So you notice that this rustling kind of slows down, kind of like rustles more and more, and you notice that there's a like a four-legged figure that kind of like rustles by. You can't really make out too many details if it's like a host or a hive or even just a regular old animal. But like it kind of moves a little bit. Its head kind of pokes up. You see that it looks to be just a regular like a regular bear, like no fungus on it or anything at the moment. Just seems like it's sniffing around looking for something.
Can
It's kind of
Can
looking
I
around.
do?
Goes back down.
Can I do an animal handling check to get it to like leave?
Sure. How are you gonna do that with animal handling?
He's just gonna shoot his rifle and hope it runs away.
No, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to like
I'm just trying to
offer it some
Oh,
of my
okay.
trail rations.
Okay, I was just
And then
wondering
I'm gonna
how it was
slowly-
Okay.
I'm gonna slowly lead it away, and then once I have it has a good amount of trail rations in its stomach, I'm going to just kind of motion it to leave.
Sure. Make a animal handling check for that.
17, thank God.
Pretty good.
Yeah, very good. That could have gone really
Mhm.
bad for you.
Oh no! Like if I had crit missed, I would have gotten mauled by a bear.
Yeah, you would have. But luckily, it seems like the bear, who has not come into contact with any fungus, luckily for you, otherwise it would have tried to attack you on sight. Kind of like.
I assumed that I was close enough that I would have noticed if it was bloodshot-eyed.
Yeah, it wasn't. It just seemed, regular bloodshot. I mean, regular eyes. I don't know. You lead it away, kind of.
Yep.
And kind
Okay.
I grab some.
So I'll probably get back to my hiding spot after they get there, which
Okay.
is probably going to be worrisome.
Okay. Yes, because you're leading away a bear that is probably.
And I have to
very
move
hungry.
very slowly because I don't want to piss it
yeah.
off.
You don't want to make this bear angry, but you take a few more minutes to lead this bear away, kind of leaving a breadcrumb trail of rations as it kind of like just going.
Dried meat's more like it.
Kind of like eating it. It's gonna like.
I'm gonna
lumbering.
just say that I went through 3 days of rations doing that.
Oh yeah, definitely. that's fair. As you lead this bear away, you kind of dump the rest of the 3-day rations like there, and kind of like leans down, starts eating it, and you're like, back away slowly, and
I did not make a bear friend, but I didn't get mauled today. This is a good day.
Exactly. Like there was
Maybe we could.
Maybe if you come back here and this bear's still alive, maybe.
No, I meant maybe we can do this because that was lucky.
Maybe, yeah, but
Or I just expended all my luck and we're fucked.
that's true. Like, I mean, it's a toss up if you maybe make a bear friend.
So I'll head back.
Okay, so you tiptoe back to where the bear is out of sight, and the rest of you come in. Liana, William's nowhere to be seen. And for about like 2 more minutes, he's nowhere to be found. And then William, you emerge from from the trees.
I'll say, okay, so I had a bit of trouble. I had to lead a bear off because it came right up next to me, and I didn't want it to get into that. Sorry.
That's all right.
At least
Anyway.
you're all right.
Anyway, here's how I'm gonna do this. You can. I'm not gonna play hero. We get in, we kill the guy doing this, we get out, we go tell Kellen so she can burn this place down.
Hey,
Burn it down. I mean, do it herself. What?
I'm fairly sneaky, and
I am too.
I can pick locks and stuff like that. Don't ask why.
Okay. I don't mind
I'll
that,
go along
but
with you if.
no, I'm saying we should all go as like a. We go in. We take out whoever's leading this operation. We get out. No heroics. No saving people. We make a mad dash back to Gold Meadow after we kill him. Tell Kellen so she can come and get the people here and do whatever she wants to do with all this fungus and stuff.
That, but also, Flipper. I don't know how I feel about you having that fungus and bringing it back.
You need to get rid of all of it.
Yeah.
It is to do further research to counteract these things.
I know, but this is dangerous
If we don't do such, then, as has Crusader in the past dealt with, if I may, as Crusader has dealt, quote-unquote, with this issue before, they are still unprepared to deal with it. What stops it from happening again in the future, even if we deal with the issue immediately? This is a recurring issue.
We kill the person. Then...
And how do we know someone else won't just take their place?
Because we send Kellen and her druids back in here to get rid of all this fungus.
They'll do the research on it.
Your people won't do the same.
Exactly. Now, I trust the School of Knowledge, but you can't account for every single person there being good. There has to be someone with their own intentions. If they find out that there's a hybrid or they can make a hybrid, they're going to do it. And likelihood is someone's going to see that and want to experiment on it, and it's going to get loose.
If you'd much rather prefer, I do know very trusted individuals high up.
I don't trust any.
Knowledge, and I can deliver it to them instead.
What we
I know
prefer.
what I want, Flipper. I want to see every last bit of this burn.
And that's what they did when Crusader came here, and it came back.
My hand is just slowly going to the hilt, not the hilt, the grip of my silenced pistol.
I simply want to provide not only the school, but Kellen the knowledge of how to deal with it in the future without
This isn't how you
hire
do it.
more people to die.
Kellen?
This isn't how you do it. Kellen,
We'll
can
do that
ask.
ourselves.
Yes, we can ask for her to do that and share her findings with the School of Knowledge. Let them do it themselves. I trust the druids here, and I trust Kellen. There's
Then
no way.
I can deliver the samples to Kellen.
Kellen will get her own samples.
Like I said before, if we do this how I want to, we go in, we take out the person responsible, we go back to Kellen, there'll be enough samples for her to take her own samples. You don't need to.
We don't need to bring that shit back into the city for no reason.
We don't need to take it into the city. I can
It's-
stay outside city limits.
Flipper, I'm going to tell you this one time. I am not going to let you leave this clearing with this damn filth.
I agree with her. Either you get rid of all the samples you picked up.
And Liana
What
is
is
going
it?
to reach out and like grab Flipper by the collar of whatever kind of clothing he's wearing and pull him close.
I'm gonna ready an action for if Flipper tries anything. Just shoot.
Okay, I was about to say, what are you rendering?
Your hand off me.
Rai's hand becomes wreathed in
Your
blue
choice.
lightning,
Flipper.
and he's holding shock bolt.
We can deal with this after. Get your hand off of me.
It's simple to deal with now, Flipper. Just get rid of all the samples you got.
Now that I hear
Fine. And Liana is gonna just shove him. And believe me, we will deal with this before we leave.
He'll just take a moment to curse to himself in Giant. Basically, cursing in Giant to himself about how can these idiots not realize that this shit can just come back if we don't do this? And what if it affects other areas? Kellen will be the only one with info. But he's just kind of ranting off to himself at the moment.
Okay.
So, is everyone down for my plan? We try to fight as little as possible. We just find the person responsible, kill him, get out. Kill him or her, get out.
I'm down.
The issue with that is that Liana is a very clanky individual.
I'm not saying we do this quiet. I'm saying we go in and head in directly to the fortress. It's a get in, get out scenario.
About
What if they just
about how
release all
far
the
away
things
are
in
you from
there?
the ruins?
You could be up to
Less.
100
Oh,
feet
no.
away, something like that.
Everyone would have to shoot Linnea. She's infected
How
with
far?
the spores.
Hey,
You could be up to 100 feet away. The closest you can be to the ruins without being out in the open would probably be like 70, 75 feet away from the actual base of the ruin.
Okay. And that's still staying on the side that we are.
Correct. Yeah. When you're looking at the cleared pathway, yes.
Okay. If we're going to do this, we want to get as close as possible, as quietly as possible. Because once the fighting breaks out, we're going to need to move fast.
I agree with Liana.
Well, I've got three guns, all with full clips, so I won't have to reload for a while. But I would suggest, as soon if anyone starts making a lot of noise, we're gonna have to go in. We're gonna have to start running, and we're gonna have to start looking real quick.
All right. So, is this the plan we're going with?
And like I said before, no heroics. If you go off to save someone, you're on your own.
no heroes.
It would be best if we can find one of the humans that hasn't been all the way infected by these, and hit them with that antidote.
Infected?
Then we just have to carry another body. That's heroics.
No,
I'll say this
it's
for you.
proof.
We will see what we can do, right?
Yeah.
But if all those animals and the infected individuals get loose, we're going to have to leave.
Yeah. There's no way we can take.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I say there's no way we can take all of them, and
I
that was
know.
all I was gonna say.
Okay, gotcha. About when you finish that sentence, you hear another. And then, what languages do you all know?
Primordial, Gnomish,
Other than common, of course.
Elvish, Gnomish, Primordial, and
I can't remember,
Celestian.
honestly.
Infernal.
Check.
yeah, Gnomish and Primordial.
Hold on,
Okay.
let me get Lunaris.
I have my thingy on me.
It's down. You gotta look for it.
I chose
Lunair
Gnomish.
just knows Infernal.
I chose Gnomish specifically
Oh, true. You're right.
because
You're right. I'm stupid.
I
Because
made
they do.
guns and
I
trigger
just
mist.
clicked the thing.
Yeah.
I'm just like shuffling papers. I'm like, which one is it? Which one?
I also chose Primordial because, it's just cool to be able to speak to elementals.
That is true.
I didn't choose Primordial, my class did.
I didn't choose the
You're right.
Primordial Life. The Primordial Life chose me.
Common and Infernal for Liana.
that was funny, Brian.
I don't think Harmony has
Elvish.
I think Harmony just has common and infernal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
most
don't
of
have
them.
all of mine in the same thing.
So does anyone understand?
Yes. Only one, though.
Who?
Flipper does.
It is only one.
He's only one.
The rest of you hear this kind of. This is Orcish.
What I understand. Oh, it's
Yes.
okay.
This is
I
Orcish.
knew it would be useful.
I knew it'd be useful.
Well, of course it would be useful. All common languages are going to be useful at some point.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
It's the exotic ones that may or may not be useful.
Yeah.
It's only the claw that didn't have what.
But the rest of you hear this kind of like guttural noises coming out with
Grungy,
strings of vowels and consonants. Flipper, you hear this kind of thing, kind of this shouting individual, like he doesn't know.
I can hear you guys planning out there.
You are not that sneaky.
Get out of my shrubbery! I
no.
spent extra time planting those petunias. You're stepping on your fucking mooks.
Anyways,
They're marigolds.
I would like it if this guy was literally just a florist and he didn't realize what he was doing all of this.
That would be amazing.
Just, oh god, I tried preventing the spread of it by locking all these people up. I didn't mean for any of this, I promise.
Anyway, what does
But-
Flipper hear?
Flipper, you hear a string of a few short sentences that are kind of he's kind of talking quickly, but he's saying things of like, ma'am, why is the alarm sounding? Did someone get out again? We shouldn't be doing that. Oh my
Flipper
goodness.
immediately kind of drops down and just kind of says quickly and quietly in common, okay, there seems to be some sort of alarm that's been triggered. They said that it may be connected to someone escaping a cage or something of that sort.
If I'm correct, that's on the other side of the ruined fort, right?
Yeah, the alarm is coming from the other side, but this is the side where Flipper heard this shouting. Flipper, you then hear this kind of like should I go check it out, or do you have it handled? Well, I don't know what you want. Wait, are you inside? And then you hear this kind of, and then you hear like, oh, there you are, and then a close of a door.
By the way, I'm switching from my rifle to my silenced pistol.
What are they saying?
Did I understand a lick of what the other person said?
The other person didn't talk. It was just him talking, and then he was like, hey, are you in there? I don't know. Oh, there you are. Okay. And then he continued the conversation by himself. The other
Okay.
person didn't say anything.
I heard someone make like some kind of weird guttural noise immediately after you say, are you in there? So I thought that was supposed to be them talking or something.
Oh, no, sorry. That was probably him being like, are you in there? Oh, okay. It was probably that. And it was still the same guy.
There is at least 2 individuals here, and they are both inside.
Good to know.
And he'll kind of give an idea as to where he heard it from.
Okay, you actually can kind of not pinpoint it, but you kind of gesture over towards one of the.
Did we all hear the door slam shut?
Yeah, I mean, you all heard that. Yeah, it was. You all heard the orcish.
My bad.
You all heard the orcish, and you all heard the doors shut. And it seemed to be coming from where you all are
We all just being
positioned.
nosy.
It would be on the from where you're positioned. It'd be to your left, so the left side of the ruin from where you're looking at.
Okay, and remind me again, DM, how many points of ingress do we see?
How many points of what?
How many ways can we get into this place that we can actively see?
Oh, there seems to be 3 at the moment.
Okay.
There seems to be the one staircase that goes up the left that kind of goes and meets into the middle and also goes off down to the side and turns into a side door. And then the right-hand staircase meets in the middle and goes, and it's a similar door on the opposite side.
So the stairways kind of go up, meet in the middle, and then go off in their own directions?
It's more of like this. Yeah. It's like a
And we heard that door shut from the left.
Yeah, so if I can like from where you are, you see, like
See the 2 staircases.
yeah, these are the staircases meeting. This is the middle right there, and then that one goes off this way, that one goes off that way. There's a door there, and a door there.
I'll whisper, so we go in. We go left.
If that
with
makes
any
sense.
luck.
Mostly.
So I go in and I say, okay, we go in. We go left. With any luck, they lock themselves. They shut themselves into a room, not just shutting the door to go out of the room. So if we make any small mistakes while sneaking over there, they won't hear it because the door's shut.
So this is the plan we're going with?
Anyone got a better idea?
Better plan.
It may be a better idea to search around the area first. There may be
This
more
is the only-
lurking around every corner.
This is the only way that doesn't have a high volume of the hybrid.
Well,
And I am not going through the field of hybrids.
Wait, that's the only path that doesn't have tons
Yes.
of hybrid?
yeah.
Where you're looking
Yeah.
at, yes, this is the only way to get in without a bunch of hybrids. All the rest is just kind of cultivating.
Rye takes his scarf and just puts it over his nose and
No, I meant the left path.
Oh no,
I-
you can still go up the right staircase if you want. Like that's still
I-
available, but
I point to Rai, and then I take out my gas mask and I put on the gas mask. And then go, didn't you get a gas mask when you left the city?
no.
Oh,
yeah, you all did.
Yes, you
I
did.
what?
You all did.
Yeah,
Yeah, you all did.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
Leon's gonna fix
The-
hers over her face.
The
as well.
guards
Yeah.
gave you gas masks.
Okay,
like,
I didn't know
you'll
that.
need
They're not 100% effective at point blank with this stuff, but it'll
Yeah, which
mostly
is-
protect us.
Which
Yes.
is why my character said they're not going to be effective at all if we go into the cultivated areas.
Yeah.
And, Liana is going
By the
to
way-
look over to William, Flipper. Actually, everyone except Rye. She's just going to kind of look over at all of them for a moment and say, "No, I don't want you to be alarmed by what happens next." And
I'm checking my clip,
Certainly.
making sure what the round in my chamber is chambered properly.
Sure.
and you all get to get your first instance of watching Liana shift into her hybrid form.
shit.
Ooh. Would you like to describe what they see?
All right.
So you all watch as she grows about a total of a foot in height, kind of fills into her armor. It's intentionally a little oversized. Her arms and legs grow longer, and see some fur kind of appear around the forearms that show from the sleeves. Her hands become larger, and her fingers elongate these spindly digits that are tipped with incredibly sharp claws. See her ears kind of taper backwards, almost becoming more like a half elf's ear, with a little fur appearing around them. Her eyes turn from the normal green coloration to a vibrant yellow. It wasn't as bad this time.
I, for the first time ever, my deadpan expression kind of gives way to a bit of a cautious one. Then it goes back to deadpan. And blank face, I just say, neat trick, but if you try to kill any of us, I'm going to shoot you.
I
She
wouldn't
won't.
expect any less.
She does.
I would like to believe that, Rye. I really would.
Flipper just takes a moment, looking her over.
Rod just looks at her and
Just-
says, "You won't."
And Flipper follows that up with, because he remembers how everyone was saying, "Hey, you shifted." He'll just ask,
that.
Did I turn into that?
No, it was more
was
feathers.
more extreme and, yes, feathery.
I don't think we need to have this conversation right now.
Yes, I can't hold this for too long. We need to go.
Let's go.
All right.
I'll start
Flipper
heading
just has
forward.
a split. Yeah. Flipper just for like a couple seconds has a split moment of existentialism. He's like, "What even am I?"
I'm going to be moving at half speed just to make my easier.
Oh, okay, sure.
Rye's gonna be stealthing also. He's like, well, we're all stealthing probably.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to say that Liana is going to put her Rite of the Frozen on
Sure.
one of her hands so she can still use her shield.
As Flipper's sneaking, he draws his rapier and cuts himself a little bit to activate Rite of the Frozen.
All right.
Lunaire just walks around because he's blind.
Oh my gosh.
Rye will hold Lunaire's hand.
I
Oh,
was actually about to say that.
Oh.
You
No,
both,
just-
you
I'm
both reach
attempting
out.
stealth as well.
Okay.
Emphasis on attempting.
Sure.
everyone just like
Oh,
holds his
no.
hand.
Yeah.
Holds the cripple's hand.
Yeah. Flipper, and Ride both reach out and grab each of Lunaire's hands. They kind of like,
I would
Ted
suggest
just
the
guides him.
clerics give the heavy armored ones guidance.
Even if they did, Leon only got a 9.
That just adds a D4.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't mean any offense, Rye, but in the case of combat, I can take a hit more effectively.
7.
Yeah, well, ideally, Lunaire's not going to be in it.
I will heal one of
yes,
you
I
guys
just-
if
Wait,
he does a whole.
Zoe, don't you have
almost dying
disadvantage?
thing.
Yeah,
We
he
both
do.
almost
Didn't I roll with disadvantage?
No, you rolled with advantage, so you actually
hold
got...
on. Zoe, did you
My
take
bad.
off your armor earlier?
Rye suggested against it, right?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Then he didn't.
Okay,
Oof.
then that's a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
How am I the stealthiest? Okay, thank God, me and Rye.
Because you're a dex-based character, and you're not
Yeah,
wearing
right.
armor
Do I
that
do stealth
disadvantages it.
let me roll
I
stealth just in
imagine-
case.
I imagine that the reason we rolled, like, generally low, me and Rye, was just because, like, we're out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile,
There's only so
everyone
much
else
you
is,
can
like,
do.
tripping over roots while they're trying to...
Liana's not used to her current proportions.
Oof.
So
Oof.
is her like form just a giant like werewolf? Because that's what I was thinking.
Werewolf
It's
is.
kind of a cross between what you would expect from
Sorry.
a normal werewolf, but it's more on the human side. Like
yeah.
there is some noticeable like patches where like hair has like grown into fur, but for the most part, her overall form is still human. Like she doesn't have like a wolf face or anything like that.
Yeah.
By the way, DM, as I'm moving, I'm scanning, like, the walls and my peripheral, and I do have an action ready to fire off a shot if I see anything.
Oh wow. My stuff is
Did you hear me?
decent.
Yes, I did. I just didn't have my mic on me. Okay, I got you. Okay. All right. So I assume that you all start making your way. What staircase are you going up? The left-hand side or the right-hand
Left.
side?
Left hand.
Left.
Left-hand side. Okay, perfect. Who's leading the charge, or who's doing what?
I thought Liana was.
Yeah, Liana would probably take up the front.
Okay.
I'm right behind Liana.
Yeah, I assumed that you were going to be right behind.
I'll be behind Lunaire.
And I guess I'm in front of Lunaire.
Okay, and
I
Harmony
just
put me in the
is
middle.
somewhere.
I just imagine that like Rai is like peeking over Lunaire's shoulder like a scared child.
Basically.
Not really.
But holding his
Come on.
hand is like, what are you doing?
I'll put Harmony in the very back just because.
Yeah.
She's posing.
Posing.
T-posing Band-Aid.
Yep. That's the best way to describe an AFK cleric. Oh my gosh.
To be honest.
Okay, so okay.
The answer is no. Nothing bad happens. This is all a big misunderstanding, and we'll talk it over a cup of tea.
How'd you know?
Nothing's wrong. We'll go home.
Okay, so
I think even if this was a misunderstanding, they'd probably still attack us because we're all wearing gas masks and have weapons drawn, and one of us is a hybrid form werewolf.
Yeah.
and now you're trespassing on their property. I'm kidding.
Get the hell off my property!
Hippity
off
hoppity, get
my
off
lawn.
my property.
Okay
Ah, the
then.
rat
So,
is
Okay.
Jim,
So, as you start to make your way up,
Second Amendment, right?
as surprisingly, Lunaire is the stealthiest amongst you all.
It's a blind.
that makes no sense.
If you don't see them, they don't see you.
I can hear them.
But the problem is, there are two people leading you by the arm, so if anyone sees the other people that are holding your hand, they can just follow their hands to you.
Rai's not leading it anymore.
You're
Oh
right.
my gosh. So the stealthiest cleric in existence.
I love
of
that
this-
we don't have a single stealth proficient individual.
It's so great. I love
Rai's
it.
proficient in stealth.
Oh, you
I
are?
need to
Okay.
get rid
Really?
of this damn armor.
Just get a breastplate.
A boo put?
Cue the James Bond theme
Do-do-
as all of us try to bumble our way.
As like Flipper and Liana like scrape their feet against the ground. You're like, oh man.
Like I said, she's not used to her current proportions.
Yep. So as that happens, Flipper, you actually hear from inside the same voice kind of go in Orcish, kind of go, "Did you, ma'am? Are they out back? Did they come around back that way? I mean, they might. I'm not sure." And then you
Flipper's just
also
gonna
hear
quickly spout off quietly and calm, and everyone they hear us, and there's more,
then,
and there's more.
yeah, there is more, because you then hear a feminine voice responding in Orcish, saying, "Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. And you can't hear some. That's odd. It stopped. Usually
No,
doesn't
it didn't. Bill's still
happen. Or
moving.
is it? Okay, it's still moving, and she goes, "Oh, never mind. I should be fine, really. Just if you could you go outside and make sure that they're not coming close to possibly kill us? I don't want our
Rush them.
shipments to be damaged."
Okay.
Then you hear him go, "Oh, of course. I thought you already shipped it off, though." I was like, "Well, the first batch, prototypes, yes."
One of them's coming out, and they're shipping this elsewhere.
How close are we to that upper door that we saw?
You are about let me Because I actually have a map for this. I'm currently seeing where
Rye's
you
got
are.
a vial of acid in his right hand.
Let me see.
I think by this point, if Liana stopped, then Bill's now at point. But if Liana didn't stop,
You know,
I think we're ahead of a few people.
she's still quote unquote sneaking up on him.
Sneaking up.
With big air quotations.
Yep.
Big, like in air quotations.
Like in air quotes. Oh my gosh.
The air quotes are slashes.
They're a little fuzzy.
Nice. So you all are about, I'd say, maybe about the point man, which is Liana, is about maybe 45, maybe 50 feet away, somewhere around there. If you would like, I could move you over to the map that I have.
Yes.
Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say it's fine for right now,
not.
but
Or I don't have to. You might not even fight.
I
Which
would
is,
like to.
I don't.
Yeah.
Someone just gun them down. Cough, cough. Lizard man.
yeah, Liana's gonna keep moving up.
Yep, I'm gonna keep moving up.
And hearing that one might be coming out, she's probably just dropped the pretense of stealth at this point and is just walking up.
About to sum up. No. Don't worry, I didn't actually say that.
I'm just imagining the dude opens up and is like, hello. Ah! Just immediately gets slashed in the face and shoved through the door.
No, remember this. Remember this. I
Shot
have an
face.
action held to shoot. So
Rye
he
has
opens
an
up the door, instantly gets shot.
Rye
Yeah,
is
his
shock
face is blown up.
bolting.
Okay, so again, it's
Moving.
about 45 feet away from Liana for any of you doing ranged. I know that it doesn't matter for William and some spells. It doesn't matter. But
And I ignore everything but total cover, so this is going to be fun.
that is true. So as that happens, Flipper, you kind of say that, and you before you actually see the door start to open, you hear the male voice kind of go, "Well, fine. Do you at least have the if I get infected, do you at least have the?" And he opens up the door, and you notice a half-orc individual, kind of grizzly looking, probably a bit older. What looks to be in like robes and has like a staff with him. Seems like he's just kind of very, very simple clothes on as he opens up the door, saying this.
Dead-eye
sentence.
shot.
Sure, he's not expecting this, so.
So I would have had advantage.
This is a surprise, yeah, because you
Shock bolt.
surprised him.
Pond sand.
So I'm going to do sharpshooter with advantage. Does 13 hit?
13 does hit him, yes.
He needs to make a dex save. I don't
So
know
he
if it's a
takes-
disadvantage or not.
Wait, hold on.
A surprise.
Surprised, that
but
means he
it
doesn't
doesn't
expect it
affect.
coming, so it fails. I think he fails it if it's surprised.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
He takes 18 points of damage.
Oh,
Oof.
He takes
Ow.
22 points of damage
Oh.
and has disadvantage on his next attack
Oh.
roll.
Oh,
And silence pistol straight to the head.
he's almost dead.
Oh, that's
As just-
barbaric.
As immediately he kind of goes, but do you, if I do get infected, do you at least have the, and then
Bang.
the
Can I
silence
as a
pistol is kind of,
bonus action quicken spell another shock bolt?
sure, if you wanted to.
Do it. Take it.
you were holding an action though to do that.
Oh, can you not
That's
do quicken
fair.
spell if you hold an action?
But it's I thought it was
Well,
a
here's
surprise
the thing:
round.
is when you're
It is
holding an
surprise.
action,
I
you're
was
technically
holding
taking a reaction with that. It's not actually your turn when that's happening.
Well, this was surprise, and I was holding the action. So
Like what?
I held my action. Rye didn't, was taking a surprise shot.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah,
I-
so you
have a lot
can
of
do
money.
quicken spell.
I am fine with allowing you to do quicken spell. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I will quicken spell the catapult with the acid towards him.
No.
How much clearance do you have out of curiosity? Like how wide is this space that we're in?
from edge to edge from where you're standing.
This guy got
Like
fucked
widthwise.
up.
Widthwise, from edge to edge from where
He
you all
does
are standing
fail, right?
is 30 feet. From where he's standing, it's about 20 feet, and then it hits a wall.
This
then
is
the
still
edge.
No, I mean like so like we're in like order.
Yeah.
My question is Rye able to effectively get that past us because of how catapult works?
I could do that. That's easy.
I'm down a bit to basically be able to roll. So like she could potentially get it over my head and hit the half orc.
I mean, he could just hold it out to the side and then do it.
I just hold it out to the side of the conga line. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, feasibly.
Surprise attack on the
sure,
line.
And
I'm okay
then
with
because it's
that.
surprise, he auto fails against this one too, if I'm correct.
And then it's 2d6 of acid damage, correct?
This doesn't matter. He only had 27 hit points.
Yo, we are destroying him.
He is
We committed
unconscious.
murder.
No, he's
way
dead.
unconscious.
That's what he is.
We
No,
killed him
Outright
times
dead.
two.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he had 27 hit points. Within one turn, he took like what? Like
20 something? 22?
like he took
Well, he took
22.
22
he took 22 from William
and then 28.
and then 28. He's dead.
He's straight up
him
dead.
up.
No, he's not. He's not
No.
outright dead. That's not
This is-
massive
He had
damage.
27 hit
I
points.
thought that was massive damage. I thought that met his thing.
Wait,
It's
wait.
almost.
He met his
He was
maker.
It's
4
almost.
points away.
Oh, it's
Oh,
almost.
yeah, okay.
Oh, that would have been
Mhm.
perfect.
Because you
But now he has,
from
like,
0, you
acid
have to
all
take
over.
your entire health worth of
He
damage.
just
Oh,
perished.
okay. Yeah, I thought that's
Can
what
Lunaire
happened,
just like
though.
smack him in the head with something and then it just kills him?
You're too far away from that, but
He has a gunshot wound in his head, by the way, because that's where I was aiming.
Bleeding out of the fourth.
yeah. So wow, guys.
We're now murderers.
Almost. Yeah. This half orc
What
was
if it
just
turns out this was a poor innocent NPC that was serving against his will?
Well then, he is no longer serving against his will.
Mhm.
You're right.
You're right.
He was,
This
he
is
was freed by
this is
death.
not malicious on Rye's part. He is just very startled.
Oh no, this is
Murder
malicious
someone.
on my character's part.
Okay. So,
My character is
um,
seeking to kill everyone in this fort.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
I, if I may, real quick, I know what Flipper would do.
Okay.
Holy
Was there any-
just killed him.
I just rolled max damage on my acid.
Is there any possible other entrance or exit out of that room that's obvious from the outside?
No.
Wait, with max
Does it
acid
have any
damage, would that
windows?
auto kill him?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
And there is no obvious way that is another way into that room from the outside.
Are there windows?
No.
I like this. I mean, it's their own fault for doing this shit, so even if they're nice people, fuck them. Like, they're doing some fucked up shit to have that nice of an attitude for us coming in.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Sorry.
Is there anything else anyone want to
Yeah,
do
like-
before I say what happens?
I mean, if
He's getting-
Leona just sees this guy like step out and get fucking
Lunaire takes off his
cut
shoe and throws it at him.
down, yeah, she's basically gonna move up as close as she can to the door with one action and take the dodge action.
Sure. So you move up 30 feet. So,
I just
She's still
imagine
being
it's
cautious because
like,
she doesn't know how many people she's going up against.
I
Sure.
imagine it's like that moment in a horror movie where you come through the doorway and like all of the villain's massive animalistic fingers just slowly go on the doorway and open it up, and then it peeks in.
oh my gosh. So the guy only got the door open like as much as it
Slightly.
needed for him to get out. So it's still like you don't see inside the room.
Mhm.
It was enough for him to get out, about to close the door, and then like Ryan William just well, it wasn't boom because it was a silence pistol. It was more like it was much more suppressed.
Yeah, it wasn't how it was.
Yeah, depending on how far away the woman is, she may not have even heard my shot. She probably heard the glass shattering against his face, though.
Oh, that for I mean,
Yeah, most
mean,
definitely.
yeah, of course.
Did you drop a
Could I
vial or
gust-
something?
Could I gust the door open?
Hold on. trying to
Let me breathe.
trying to say what's going on. So, Liana, you start to move forward as Flipper, as you see Liana start to move forward a little bit after this guy just got completely knocked cold out by a bullet to the head, lightning and acid to the face. Just
Yo.
he just kind of like and kind of like
That's manslaughter.
to be honest, from where he got out, you would actually like push him back into the door and close the door.
Here, have a dead body.
So essentially, it's like he
Does
came out.
anybody have spare the dying?
No, that's awesome because he comes out. We do this. He shuts the door again.
Shuts the door.
And so she doesn't hear the bottle smash, and it's just like he went outside to investigate. This is perfect.
Kind of, yeah, it is kind of perfect. So this guy just walked out, said the only thing that's bad is that he was in the middle of a sentence. Because he was saying, if I get infected, do you have one of the, and then
Yeah,
just
Flipper is
obliteration.
just like, come on, one more word.
essentially, Flipper, you hear a, what were you saying?
Now she's going to
Caldo,
investigate.
Imitate
Caldo.
him. Imitate him. Imitate him.
This is an orcish, by the way. Caldo, what was that? What were you saying?
Pigeon sounds.
Fine, I'm coming out.
Are you ready up for another shot?
We have
This
to
is
kill it.
this is an orcish, but
And
I would've
Flipper
readied up
quickly
another
just
shot
spouts
anyway.
off. Flipper
Oh,
quickly
ready.
spouts off to those that he can quietly say this to. Okay, she's coming out. She's coming out. Quick, 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 quick. And
Are
he
you ready?
moves over to some sort of like half cover or something,
I pull out
just
another
in
vial
case
of
she has a
acid.
gun. Because turns out people have guns now, and Flipper is terrified of them.
I pull out
no.
another vial of acid and ready catapult.
oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Liana, can I ready an action to like try and tackle this person down when they come out?
Yeah, you would be close enough that if she came out, you would be able to tackle her down to the ground easy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that
You're
then.
very
This
close.
is probably they're like actually like working for Kellen and we don't know.
I think if that were the case, she would
No.
have hired us.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so,
I don't think that Kellen would.
Okay. So can I don't want to switch to my rifle because that might attract like the thing that escaped. So I'll have my pistol up again, just ready, silenced. Gonna shoot her when she comes out.
Okay.
Because my
Liana's-
character's a straight up prick.
Okay, you're gonna try
If you
to
like that,
shoot
man.
her. Leon's gonna try to tackle her to the ground. Sure.
I thought Rye was gonna catapult more acid.
Yeah, Rye is
He is.
catapulting. Anything that Lunaire or Flipper wants to do?
He's like fucking shocked. Like,
What-
did we just blow
I'll
this
point
man?
to Liana.
Guiding
Sky
bolt.
high.
Guiding bolt.
I'll
Guiding
point to
bolt.
the guy and Liana, and I'll say, "Move him." So like she doesn't get resistance when she opens the door.
He is slumped on the door, by the way.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I go to Liana and say,
Oh,
"Move
this has
him."
been long enough for him to make a death save. Hold on. Okay,
Wait, heal him.
actually he would have made 2 death saves by now.
Would I be able to both like pull him back out of the way and also ready
Yeah.
up my tackle?
Yeah, because it takes a little bit of time for her to walk to the door and open it up.
Let's have Harmony
Well,
spare the dying on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Harmony would totally do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll have him roll one more time to see what happens, and then. Okay, so he's like on death's door, and Harmony just like, boop.
Nope.
He's just unconscious, just
The boop of stabilization.
just unconscious, bleeding from the forehead. This slumped half orc just off
Hey,
to the
no,
side now.
no longer bleeding.
Yeah, just a puncture wound in the forehead now. Oh my
Knowing
gosh.
there's other people that could show up, Flipper's gonna try to stay near Lunaire and Rye
For
They're-
the
and Harmony.
Well, Harmony is up near the door, stabilizing the half orc.
Oh,
The other
for
ones
the
are
purposes of
then
this.
the other two.
Lunaire's just like, what just happened?
He's like, he heard a bang, his ears are ringing. He's like,
There was no
No.
bang.
There
Nope.
was.
Okay.
It
No, that was the silence
suppressed.
pistol.
It was,
Yeah.
it
Oh
was,
yeah.
Silent. Fucking
it was
dumb.
uncomfortable, but it wasn't a loud bang. It was like, it's kind of
like-
like a loud screech almost, like a,
And then he,
like a loud
like,
ringing in your ear.
Felt
is what
the
you-
wind.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of
So-
Oh, he
tinnitus.
felt that.
Yeah.
Because there is no fucking chance that I'm gonna shoot an actual gun when one of those creatures is out, and I don't
Oh,
know
that's true.
like if it's moved close enough to be able to hear. Actually, it would definitely hear a loud gunshot,
Oh, it would definitely
So-
hear. Yeah.
and it would come right
This
at
is-
us. So I'm not using my rifle, and I'm not using my other pistol. I'm just using silenced.
What is this, Last of Us?
Yeah.
Pretty much right now,
Basically.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty
yeah.
much.
What?
So,
Need
great.
more mushroom shanking.
Can you give me 1 second so I can switch over to my computer?
Sure. This is amazing. I don't even have to get the map out because you all are just like, no,
We're just Sam Fishering this shit.
essentially.
Basically.
I
Well
switched over.
played, by the way.
Well played. What?
Worst stealth attempts in the history of
Yeah.
ever, and we're still doing this like fucking Sam Fisher. Gotcha.
Yeah, essentially.
Like,
Because like
like,
the rolls
I just
that I
gotta
made
say
earlier.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
We totally just need like an animation of all of this happening, and then afterwards just cut to the meme of "Holy fuck, it's Jason Bourne."
Holy fuck!
Basically.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ!
so-
It's Jason Bourne.
So I think we've all established what we're gonna be doing.
Yep. Okay.
Mhm. So,
Murder.
essentially,
Fucking football tackle this bitch.
so essentially,
Oh, no.
what happens is that as you see the door start to push open, at the moment, not enough for anybody to get their reactions off in their held actions, but you start to hear a sentence being said by this woman, saying, "Carlo, what was that? Are you talking about the vaccination that I have? Would you at least finish your as she pushes the door open, you notice a dark-skinned elven individual, a drow, push open the door, and as she looks around, notices
Fire!
these
Yeet!
strange individuals.
Is this at advantage?
No, this is not surprise because she was wary opening the door because this individual just stopped talking in the middle of a sentence.
Grit and Deadeye shot. And does she look like she's wearing armor?
It does, yes.
Okay, then
Is
I'm
he
not
gonna have any difficulty with that due to where I am?
Okay.
Actually, no. You have a sharpshooter.
20
I didn't sharpshooter, so 20.
20 does hit.
15 points of piercing damage.
She
Okay.
needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I do my thing?
Yes,
Yes.
you may as well.
Okay.
Because this
So,
all happens
it's just-
simultaneously.
Yeah, it all happens simultaneously because as
Yeah.
things get shot, you try to tackle her to the ground.
And I'm going to say this immediately after they shoot and tackle her. Flipper would quickly say out in comment, "Quickly, don't kill her."
You should have said that before we shot her.
Well, this was simultaneous
Yes,
as
but
it was happening.
yeah, it was simultaneously.
Yeah. So,
So he literally couldn't have said it in time.
Okay, so she rolled a 14. I don't know why it was at advantage.
Okay, so with my
Okay.
athletics check to basically like tackle her to the ground, is that gonna be normal or an advantage? Actually, it's an advantage anyway because I'm in my hybrid form.
Yeah, I was
right.
about to say, wouldn't you get advantage for
Yeah.
that?
So that's a
20.
oof.
The
She's
vial of
fine.
acid hits the door behind
It's an
her.
opposed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Acrobatics or athletics.
She's doing athletics.
Oh, interesting.
The
Ooh.
big beefy drop.
12. Ugh. I don't know
So-
why that's an advantage. I don't know what's going on with that.
His reaction is,
By the way, you would still hit her, especially since if the
I did not
cat,
hit
if
her.
the grab gets off before, then you definitely hit her because she wouldn't get her deck save. It just
Oh, hi,
automatically.
Mark.
No, you can still make dex saves while grappled.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, that's restrained you're thinking of.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
no, nope. You can
Paralyzed.
still make dex saves while restrained.
Paralyzed.
Yeah, paralyzed.
Paralyzed. There you go.
Okay, I don't know
Yeah.
why it's rolling twice for me. That is
Oh,
Do you have it
you
set
need
to
to
automatically roll it
you
in?
need to go into the settings,
Is it in the
and for
No, hey DM, I'm gonna say this right now. Keep it like that specifically because it doesn't show one over the other. Just take the one on the left, unless you have disadvantage or advantage.
Fair.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Because that's what I used.
Oh god.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's
True.
what
Blind.
I used to have an entire gaming group that the DM did it like that, just so if he said roll at advantage,
It was
like
already
no one
there.
would have. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so yeah, okay, so the catapult does nothing, right? If it
Nope, nothing.
it just misses.
okay, so
But the acid does hit the wall behind her if that does anything.
is it a splash range?
No, it has to hit her, but
Then
it hits the wall behind.
it
If
hits the
that
wall behind.
counts for anything.
It on the metal
Yeah.
door. Maybe it's eating away at it for a little bit. But essentially what happens is that this drow opens up the door saying something in Orcish, sees these people wide-eyed as a shot was fired, something was thrown at her, and essentially what happens is, Liana, you kind of get down like football tackle almost, her like right into the like towards her gut, back into the room essentially. As it does that, the shot fires off, hits her in the head. Her head kind of like whiplashes a bit.
No.
Don't
Yo.
worry, it only shot me in the head.
And the acid unfortunately
After
splashes on the
Stop.
splashes on the back of the door, missing probably because she was tackled. You think, but
I was thinking, Liana just tackles her to the ground, and then the acid just like barely misses Liana.
Get down, Mr. President.
get down. But so
So I'm in the room now. Wonderful. This is not where I wanted to be, but okay.
yeah, you are in the room at the moment.
This is probably the best way that this could go wrong.
Absolutely.
So you are in the room. The shot was fired off. She looks hurt. Obviously, she's bleeding a little bit, but she's not like terribly off at the moment.
It's not like the other one.
Again.
No.
Oh, I'm-
no. No. She's aware of
Reloading.
hostilities at the moment.
I would certainly fucking hope so.
Yes.
Do we
So.
move up? Wait, I mean
no.
initiative. Do we
No.
initiative?
Been hitting that hybrid too hard.
No. Technically, you're all gonna go into initiative soon. Right after I say what she says. Because oh my gosh,
I don't.
She just
scares
got-
me.
Along with
Wrecked.
Flip just yelling, "Wait, don't kill her!"
She and her little buddy over there just got riggedy wrecked, son.
essentially,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've taken care of at least 2 individuals here.
Yep.
So, Liana, you are currently holding her down on the ground, as you hear in common, actually, this kind of like, that hurts, who are you? Get off of me, as she seems to be reaching for something in her bag. Liana, make a perception check real quick
Come
before I ask you all to go into initiative.
All right.
Can we see that map?
on.
Ooh.
Oh,
Correct.
okay,
Ooh.
you see a few different things. So, you notice that,
Come on.
okay, yeah, everyone can roll initiative at the
Great.
moment.
Shit.
But, oh boy, Liana, as you tackle her into the room and she says this as she's reaching for something, you notice that there are, there's like an alchemy
God dang it.
station, on the back wall.
I'm gonna scream.
And there seems to be this kind of
One flipper.
okay, there's an alchemy station in the back, as well as what looks to be like a test tubes of sorts with what looks to be small versions of the hybridized plants. You then also see another test tube with a purple liquid of some sort, and then you see another tube, what looks to be an orangish liquid,
Damn.
kind of
Bad initiative though.
all near the same area in the back. And then you also notice that with you being literally on top of her, on the holding her to the ground, you notice that there are on her person there are many different like vials and various alchemy supplies. There seems to be like literal like just bottles and vials of just liquids on her belt, and she seems to be reaching for one of those. You also notice that in the another corner of that room, there seems to be what looks to be two small children, currently sitting in a cage, staring at blankly.
No.
Oh no!
I have
She's
a
dying.
quick question. I have a quick
She's
question
dying.
for you, DM,
Oh,
with that
yeah.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any familiar symbols?
You do, tattooed on her neck.
She's fucking dead.
These children are about to witness a fucking murder.
Wait, I can
A
go with
vicious
one.
fucking
No, my-
We need to
murder.
figure out which one's the vaccine.
We can figure that fucking out later. We can figure that out fucking later. This bitch dying.
Oh
I
no!
am
she's
going
dead.
to gut her.
No, my character's going straight up and just bam, 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 right into her head.
What? Those
And,
are
The moment he realizes there are children,
Flipper, roll your initiative.
Flipper's
I'm-
just running up like, wait, don't kill her, don't.
Okay,
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna say this before we hit initiative. Seeing all this, Liana's just going to look down at her slowly. I am going to enjoy gutting you, you
Okay.
heartless bitch.
Okay, she kind of
Damn.
don't know.
Damn.
Ah. And then she goes, "This is just research." And
Don't make Flipper look bad by research affiliate. Fuck.
oh, it's a 7 for her.
Ah.
Ugh.
Flipper, roll initiative.
Flipper.
Oh, whoops.
What about
What am I
Harmony?
doing? Hold on a second. I need to.
Harmony has a -1 on her
I
initiative.
do have to be right back. My dog is pestering me. She probably has to go out.
Okay.
Alright.
puppy.
Puppy.
Aw.
Oh my good lord. Shit be going down, boy.
Yeah. Also, the only person
Wait, what the fuck?
I had to.
Why is Harmony all the way up there? I would have moved up with Ileana.
Is that how close I am to the front?
I would have been like right here.
Oh, that's true.
Whoa,
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I would have.
Wait, could
Going
I
up
have
with
been
Investor's
right
Magic.
here, or is that not somewhere I can? I would have been wherever would be easier to see the door open.
Either there or even like back there too. Like it opened outwards, so it.
I would be right here just because since Liana was there, I'd want to be the first thing that was seen to give Liana the better chance.
Sure. I have to manually add all your turns real quick.
Wait, yeah, there.
I have an idea. Just
Yeah.
let me re-roll my turn.
Nope.
My initiative. Oh.
If I let you re-roll your turn, I'd have to make everybody re-roll their turn.
No, I added in my initiative. There you go. 4. Well, hey, at least
Yeah,
I'm not
let me
the only
put
one
mine in.
for initiative. Yeah, but this bitch is totally dead. Like this guy is unconscious, and he will be for a while.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's dead.
Yeah, I have line of sight.
Oh,
Also, Chandler,
Oh, that
look
hurt.
at your messages real fast.
Give me a second, real quick. We about to witness
So
some
alright.
murder.
not only
Could I
one
move
is
up
witnessing
there?
murder, literally.
Yeah, place yourselves where you want.
Okay.
Fern. Not there.
Yeah, because he would have
Yeet.
moved up further.
Yep.
I can't move my token, actually.
I can't.
Well, you
I have
should.
osteoporosis.
Shouldn't
Hell,
be.
No, I mean
get up.
mobile.
Oh, mobile. Oh, where would you
Chandler
like to be?
just giggled.
Somewhere up there, or a little bit.
It would
closer?
be about 3 spaces down, 1 to the left.
3 down, 1 to the left.
Take it back now,
Yep.
y'all.
1, 2, 3, 1.
One hop this time.
2 hops this time.
One up.
Burn. Crisscross.
Crisscross.
Everybody, clap your hands. I can't believe I
What
remembered
was
that.
happening?
Mm-hmm.
Slide. That's what's happening.
By the way, I'm
Yep.
going to say this out of character, just so I don't forget to say it in character. After we clear this place out, my character is going to suggest going with Flipper, not with Flipper, with Rye, going with Rye back to where Sadie and the dwarf, whose name I will look up right now because I have it written down, Scalder, Sadie and Scalder, and then telling them to go back to get the help of druids and rangers while we stay here, help the kids, and
Figure out what's going on.
get to freeing the people and taking them inside, away from the wars, stuff like that. Because from what I'm seeing, there's not going to be a shit ton of, like, there are 2 other rooms. We're going to be okay.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah. Oh, by the way, the only person who can see the kids is Liana at the moment. The kids are like tucked in the corner right there.
Oh no, I was saying that out of character.
Oh yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but yeah. Okay,
I don't
so
like that giggle.
well, I'm about to see one of the NPCs get murdered right in front of my eyes, which is amazing.
Very, very possibly.
If I'm
Very,
correct,
very likely.
if I'm correct, you have advantage to hit, right?
You might as well start ripping them
Is she
papers.
prone right now because of the tackle?
Yes, she is prone. Yes,
Yes, I
Oh,
do have
shit.
advantage.
because of the way it was said that you wanted to tackle her down to the ground. I am saying yes, she is prone, and you can literally
Yee.
you know, like MMA style, like go like that and just like start clawing downwards. If you want.
Oh my
it's
god.
like you know me.
Yeah.
This girl is dead.
We'll see how long she lasts.
I'm glad we didn't decide to go from the other way because I imagine that if we had let these guys fight, it would have been a big battle. But I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah, I'm glad the way it turned out too. It's a bit different from an all-out battle.
It's
but
a bit anticlimactic, but it's awesome.
yeah, it's
I
a
have
good,
one second level spell slot left.
It's a good anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
fun.
just loving this.
Okay, so
So it is technically turn order at the moment.
Woohoo!
I assume Harmony is just
What
being
about
just
Harmony?
T-posing in the corner.
Uh-huh. She's on heel standby.
Yeah, she'll
Yes.
take her turn if she needs it. Let's just put it that way. Liana, it is your turn. You are looking at this girl who is looking at you like, who are you to do this to me? Like, gut me? Are you serious? And she's reaching for what looks to be a vial of some kind.
and I was looking at her.
Absolutely serious. So, first attack, does that hit?
Oh, 20 hits, yeah.
Ooh.
Oof.
12 points for the first one.
Okay, let me get up her health.
God, I hope you crit.
So
I hope I do as
Sure,
that
well.
was
crit.
12, right?
12, yes.
Okay, she's looking hurt.
Oh,
It's an 18.
Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
18 just hits.
Good to know. And 13 points of damage.
Oh my gosh, she is bleeding so bad.
That was a max damage on the predatory strikes for that one.
She's about to be dead. Let's be honest.
Can I take a free action real quick?
Sure. As you see Liana just pounce, get up, and just start to tear into her flesh.
Also, I'm gonna say, actually, go ahead, Flip.
He'll quickly yell out to her. What are you doing? They have a vaccine. We won't know which the vaccine is if we kill her.
I'll look back to Flip and to Flipper, and as a free action, I'll go. We'll manage. Liana, do it.
Leona, do it.
Do it.
Barbarian.
Do it.
And I'm gonna say she doesn't hear you because right now she's under the effect of the hybrid transformation.
Bloodlust.
Anger.
She's bloodlusting right now.
Yeah, she wouldn't hear him anyways.
Yeah, nope.
Nope.
And
Because
now-
of the organization she's affiliated with, Liana is just seeing red. and she's seeing a lot of it as she just like with this one claw, and the ice is now like formed over her claws to make a secondary set of them. She's just raking down across the chest of this woman, and is just like deliberately trying to take chunks out of her.
Which you are definitely doing at the moment.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yes, she is.
She's
There's a lot
screaming?
of blood right now.
Oh, a lot of blood, yes.
Is she screaming in like pain and terror?
No, she's like, ah. Seems like she's not screaming in terror, just more of like, I can't believe this.
It was just research. Just like John Wick's, it was just a fucking dog.
Okay, so Liana, that is your turn, I believe.
Yeah, because I don't have extra attack. Otherwise, she'd be dead right now.
She would be. Let's be honest. She would. You'd outright kill her, probably. Not outright kill her, because she has more health than that. But okay, that
She's
is
still a big girl.
Wait, come to think of it, I actually tied with the enemy.
Yeah. To be
Yes,
honest,
you did.
You
Make
did.
good dexterity check then.
No, hold on. What's Flipper's dex?
Let me check. I think
It's 2. They're both 2.
But is it 15 or 14?
Yeah,
it is
because
14.
Hers is 14. It's a literal tie.
okay, then yeah,
It's tied.
Just roll a d20. Whoever rolls higher goes first.
Okay.
so that's fair.
Nope.
Okay, Flipper
Roll
probably
a
goes
2 or
first.
better. Flip.
Let's see
Let's
if I
see.
tie.
Let's see.
If you roll a 1, I swear.
That'd be amazing. Okay,
Don't
Flipper
cry.
goes first.
I'll cry on call.
Anyway, sorry about the squeaking. We got my dog a new squeaky toy
Doggy.
yesterday.
Puppy. It's fine.
What does Flipper want to
Okay,
do?
so.
May be able to stop it by knocking her out.
Knocking Liana out? Yeah, sure. Try
No,
that.
not knocking Leon out. Knocking the other girl out. Because then she might switch over to you.
Well, in a way,
He's
like how bad does she look? Like I know she looks really bad, but
Bad.
like
Oh,
on the
she-
verge of death bad.
Yeah. One good hit and she's dead, kind of, or unconscious.
Every time you see Liana's claw come up from one of these strikes, there is just a splatter of blood.
And you think a chunk of meat in there too.
Yeah, of course.
Liana is quite literally ripping this
man.
woman apart.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Thank you, other Brian.
Flip your. So you're
gonna-
echoing just a little bit.
oh sorry.
Mhm.
He's gonna rush forward, right up to him, purposefully drop his right of the frozen. Because the last thing I need is to kill her with cold damage on accident.
Okay.
Fuck freezes.
And
Kill her with
I'm
kindness.
going to make a rapier attack in attempt to knock her out instead of straight up kill her.
Non-lethal.
Sure. That's a hit.
That's a hit
Roll
die.
hit die.
Also, this is an advantage because she's prone.
Hey, okay. Advantage.
It's a 13.
13.
Does 13 hit?
No.
Fuck!
And I know you don't have extra attack.
I know, I don't.
Oh yes.
Oh, if only you had action surge.
If
Yeah.
only.
Let's see what the girl does unless you have a bonus action.
Yep.
You up to a bonus action, or you up to seeing what the girl does?
Seeing what the girl does. I don't
Okay.
really have anything
It
I
is
could
her
use as a
turn.
bonus action that
It
would
is
be
her
useful.
turn.
And at this low of a level, I doubt she can teleport, so good fucking luck. It's either she makes an attack
And
against
she casts
the
Dimension Door.
or she has to fight the grapple.
She is going to Now noticing kind of what you are and what you're doing to her, Liana. Like, she doesn't know who you are. She's just like, oh, I think I know what you are. Hold on a
Oh,
second.
you're one of those. Oh no.
Yeah. And she says something as if reaction as she's doing this. She kind of she, instead of going for the vials, she doesn't, and instead she grips what looks to be a blade, and then she kind of like through her gritted teeth just kind of says something, and Liana, you kind of feel this kind of weird connection with her now. It's odd. You don't know what it is, but it's kind of this weird connection that she bestowed upon you as a bonus action. And then she is going to, as a free action, say, "Stop, let's talk about this." And she goes, "But I will have to ask you to get off." And she'll take 2 attacks on you.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Disadvantage because she's prone.
Yeah, she does have extra attack, so that's why she's doing
2.
yeah.
But at disadvantage, so
I
Yeah.
was like, fuck you.
15 does not hit.
15 and a 7. No, it's
That's a critical fail.
yeah. This is enough
Just
for
sad.
her to, like, she misses the first one and she tries to slash at the second one. You just kind of you don't even flinch. You just take your hand, just and the sword about like 10 feet away. She goes, she just starts to chuckle.
You suffer, bitch.
Can we all just imagine this as like the werewolf Skyrim like slap tear someone apart?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was imagining it as.
I'm loving that.
So, to be honest, I don't know if Linaire wants to do anything, or if Rye or William want to do anything, or
What
if
does
they just want to let.
someone do?
I mean,
Oh
I don't know.
no!
Boys just gonna watch and be
I'm
like, I want
definitely-
to see how this water go down.
Okay, Linaire's just watching, just like, oh, okay.
It's like, I'm
Uh,
good.
Are you resigned to this PC is gonna this
Rye's gonna,
NPC is gonna die?
Rye's gonna move
Yeah.
up. 1,
I was waiting for someone to die.
So, cease. And,
Okay, so you move through the door.
is the door closed?
No, it's open. It's just this is the open side, so you move around that way. But sure,
Oh, okay. Okay, wait.
that's fine. Sure, you can get
All
there.
right.
You could roughly get there.
As you see this lady just getting ripped to shreds.
If I have to go around, then could I get over here?
Barely, sure, why not?
Is her armor made of metal?
What
Doesn't matter. I have advantage anyways because she's prone.
if it's a melee attack?
It is shocking grass. You see, he pulls on his glove and his hand begins to spark, and he just like
And it is scale mail. by the
punches
way,
down
so-
towards her. And he gets a natural 20.
Oh no.
Great.
Well, she's unconscious.
That's a 4.
You,
Yeah, that's 4
you got knocked the fuck out.
She's still up. Barely.
Yeah, but he just punched her in the jaw.
So
Assaulted.
so my turn.
I mean, yeah,
Or,
she's still alive.
She's still alive.
I'll come forward.
Barely
And-
holding on.
Pistol whip.
Do I get disadvantage if I'm trying to shoot?
Within 5 feet, I believe you do.
No.
Disadvantage and then advantage because you're within 5 feet and she's prone.
No.
No,
It's only
that doesn't
melee.
work with ranged attacks.
Okay, then I'd be right.
No.
No,
I,
it's only,
I believe
it's
the
only
specific
melee.
wording.
If you are
melee
prone,
melee attacks only work with at advantage for prone people.
So I'm gonna use
At a distance, I believe it's disadvantage for
An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage.
there
okay,
is something
so
about
with a range
ranged
attack,
weapon.
with a
weapon.
range attack at point blank against a prone enemy, it is a straight roll.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I was
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
Then
Gotcha.
I'm going to do Deadeye, and I'm not going to aim for the head. I want Liana. to
It's
have
high
it.
noon.
I'm going to shoot the legs so she
Sure.
can escape.
Oh. Yeah, shoot out the
And
D's.
Shoot
So-
the kneecaps. Pop the kneecaps. Boom.
advantage, and then I'm gonna action search.
Okay, so
Pop
a 9
them for
misses.
bonus damage.
Deadeye again.
Oh.
That one will hit.
17.
Boom.
Right to her kneecap.
Right to her kneecap.
Ooh.
Just blows out the knee. She goes,
And then in that, like, all her fight goes out and Liana just tears her apart, finishing her off.
almost. As her fight leaves her, she just kind of looks at you, Liana, kind of gives a smile and goes, and just passes out. Liana, it would be your turn.
Yep. Still bloodlusting because this bitch is still not technically dead.
You
Two
have
attacks.
2 attacks.
Yes,
Murder.
I do.
Make her
An
fail.
advantage.
Murder.
I think it's an auto hit because she's
And-
unconscious.
It's not. It's advantage.
It's advantage, and then
It's an
automatic
automatic
crit.
crit if you hit.
Two
That's a
deaths.
hit.
Yeah.
That's also
Yeah.
a hit.
Okay,
Failed
how do you kill her?
two deaths.
2 crit.
No, that's 4 failed death saves right there.
Yep.
She's
Yeah.
dead.
She's
I'm
How
just
do you
gonna
wanna kill
roll.
her?
I'm just gonna roll like all this damage because they're auto crits. Because I want to see how badly she hurts this woman. All
gosh.
right,
He sure does.
that is 2 max damage rolls on the
Oh my
predatory strike.
gosh.
Oh Jesus, what is this?
That's
That's
6,
18,
12.
20.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's 10, 28.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going over as she's finishing off to the children. just-
32.
they're okay.
Can I go to-
38.
oh, no, I can't go to-
43 points of damage
43.
from these attacks.
That
All
was-
these slashing.
That was almost all of her health, like if she was at full health.
Yeah. Liana just like
Hey, how'd you
as she's
kill her?
unconscious, Liana grabs her by the hair and like pulls her
Can you rip
head
off her
back.
head?
You'll see.
Witness me.
And she just reaches down with her clawed hand, punctures through the middle of the neck with her thumb, and rips out the side of her neck that has the tattoo on it. Just throws it off the side of the ruin.
By the way, I'm checking on the kids.
I would gut you.
Sure.
By the
I'll
way,
check on the
Hold
kids
on,
as well.
Liana?
Hold on a second, everybody. I don't know if Liana's done. So, Liana, you puncture the neck, rip out the tattoo side.
Just chuck it off of the ruin and look down at her now deceased body and say, I told you, bitch. I would make you suffer.
Liana?
And since that is the end of her turn, she's... think she's done with her bloodlust now because of how it works.
Yeah.
I think so. And I think it would be actually, story appropriate that her bloodlust will be over a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
If I may real quick, Chandler, since I was also trying to attack her and everything, could I possibly roll to see if I recognize any of those tattoos? Since I was in a similar kind of group?
Make it disadvantaged because there was blood everywhere, man.
Oh, alright.
There's blood everywhere. It got chucked off the side of the ruin. It's gonna be really high. A really high roll.
Okay.
Just so you know, because Liana was going.
And
beast
that
on
would
this.
be, what, just a perception check?
Yeah, perception at disadvantage
Okay.
and a very high DC.
Best of luck.
Oh,
There was
I don't even
blood
know what I rolled.
everywhere.
there was blood literally everywhere. You're covered.
You're
in
too
blood.
busy vomiting.
I got both criticals!
That's the best right there.
That is amazing!
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm sorry, I can't roll worse if I tried.
Oh gosh. Okay. William, you go over to the 2 kids. They're just sitting there like they didn't see anything wrong happen, just staring blankly.
I'm gonna
boys.
put up a finger and say, "Hey, can you see me? Are you okay?"
They're still blankly staring.
Liana, get at
Are
you.
they alive?
They seem to be breathing, yeah. They just are not
Okay.
reacting to you.
Liana, you good?
Hey,
It's the pool of blood starts to form around this drow.
I'm gonna head back and go. I need some of that antidote.
Yes. Yes. And she'll reach and like look down at her bloody hand and just gesture to her bag. It's in the top pockets.
Okay. First things first, though, I'm gonna check the body, but only for the key that looks like it could be for the cells.
Sure.
Rye was about to start rifling.
Make an investigation if you want to start to rifle through her.
Crit.
Oh, yeah, you find the key real easily.
-1.
So I find the key and then tell Rye like where everything else is, and then
Oh.
Essentially, like,
I
okay,
want
that's her belongings
all of
right
it.
there. That's that
I
stuff.
want all of the vials.
Okay, all the vials. Sure, you take all the vials.
How many
just-
vials?
so I'm going.
You take
to,
7 vials of weird liquids.
Yeah. So I'm going to open the cages, press the rag gently to the children.
You open the cages. The children like look up towards you. They
one
they
at a
start
time.
They start to bare their teeth at you. They're sharp. And both of them, and they start to shift just like
What?
Liana did.
One at a time.
What the fuck?
No, they're hostile to
Aren't
you.
they
If you
both
try to
in the
do that,
same-
they will attack you. Like, just so you
Do
know.
they look infected by the spores?
You don't know. You have to make a perception check
Oh,
to see.
this doesn't look like
William.
Okay, I'll shut the cage. What's perception? Okay, perception. Are they infected by the spores?
The kid, as you shut the cage, this like half beast child just kind of.
19.
Okay, William, you don't see anything. Rye, you notice that their eyes are very bloodshot, and you notice that there is some strange coloration along their skin. It's similar to the hybrid infected previously, but this is a bit different. There's no fungus popping out of these people. They're just different coloration of the skin slightly, and they seem to be hostile now.
I will make sure that I
Give me
have
the
a.
rag.
I'll make sure I have a round chambered and go okay. But if it doesn't work, I'm putting a bullet in them.
I'll help.
Me.
No.
Rye just
Um,
takes the rag and
I'm ready. Basically to. If this doesn't like stop them from being super uber violent, I'm going to kill them.
Okay.
Rye's gonna use Gust to move to like just shove the kids against the back of the cage, and then just like from around, like go around and like try to clasp the rag over one's mouth.
I'll step back and let Liana and Rye work.
Um.
Actually, I'll help Rye to give her advantage.
So you're trying to.
He's gonna use Gust to push one of them back against the wall, and then immediately like run around and like just slam the rag into their face.
I have a better idea.
Okay.
Use Gus to knock one of them back. Liana can grab one and pin them down outside the cage.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So they're obviously going to resist this gust push.
Yes. So they need to. The one that I'm gusting. I'm gonna gust to knock prone.
Sure.
And you should make a strength saving throw.
Yes, a strength save, I guess. Let's do that. No.
Nope.
No.
So that one kind of still this kind of like agitated, just being agitated at the moment. You managed to and catch him off guard and is now prone on the ground.
I put the rag on his face.
Are you doing this in the cage or what?
I'm just gonna shove my arm through.
Okay.
How big is the cage? Like
It's big enough for you to shove your arm through. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not making use of Liana to try and restrain one of these.
I thought that's what we were doing.
She's taking it out of the cage, holding it down, and then letting you put the rag on.
Yeah, the idea is knock one of them down. Liana will grab the other one, yank them out, and hold them down. Okay, you didn't communicate that.
Okay.
Because you were talking about reaching into the damn cage.
Yeah, I was confused too. Okay, so the one is knocked to the ground prone. Liana, you're trying to grapple the one that's standing and bring it out of the cage?
Yep, and out of curiosity, do they seem more or less agitated when she comes over? Or is there any change?
Would Liana notice? I guess make an insight?
Yeah.
She's decent at these, so.
Okay, it seemed like for a moment as you walked forward, the one that's still standing, obviously when William tried to get inside, it was very like, but now it's like, it kind of like this like confused, curious growl, kind of like, I don't trust you, but I'm not exactly hostile to you yet. Everyone else is more like, if you come here to my place, I will murder you. To you, Liana, it's more of like, I don't know who you are, but you're like me, kind of thing.
Just beat them
also,
down.
She just fucking alphaed up and murdered this bitch, so I mean.
Yeah, that's kind of like it's kind of like they're not, snarling
Technically,
at you,
if they keep doing this, we could let Liana play Mother Wolf and have these two follow us along as her wolf pack.
Don't give me ideas.
Oh no, I'm gonna give you that idea in game if this doesn't work.
Does it seem to does it resist her attempts to grab it?
It does, just because it doesn't know who you are. You literally just killed the one thing that.
But it's not like fighting hard against her. It's just resisting.
Yes, it's more of like, don't touch me kind of thing. Like, get away from me.
She's going to drag it out, but not as aggressively as otherwise.
Okay, make a opposed athletics.
19.
19.
And I believe.
I don't like that.
No, it's this is a small boy. You just kind of like I almost imagine like by the ears, like come on, like outside of the cage kind of thing.
Yeah, just like giving a firm like grip to his shoulder and dragging him out, and then like putting him on the ground so he can't really claw the others.
Which he's trying to do, just like.
Liana, please do not ara this boy.
No.
Gosh. Okay, so who's gonna try to put the thing on the
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So sure, make a dexterity check.
Can I try to
At advantage because
Sure, because he's prone.
shit.
And he's gonna try to wiggle his way away. Okay, yeah, you're okay.
you do it?
Okay, so he's trying to kind of like move in the face, so he kind of tries to like use his teeth to just like chomp at your fist, and you're like just gonna like slap it down. Like,
Does this smell like chloroform to you?
It in the moment it doesn't seem like it's doing anything, but then you kind of notice that as he's trying to like claw like at your hand, Rye, but he can't because Leona's holding him down. He's kind of like, and he seems to be fighting it, but he's definitely being calmer. It's just taking a while. And about maybe like a full like minute and a half of you administering this thing, you notice that he doesn't fall asleep. He doesn't exit this shifted form, and he still has these bloodshot eyes, but he's not as aggressive.
Okay, there's at least a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one in the cage doing?
Oh, right now, after you pulled that one out, that one is now trying to shoulder check its way out of the cage.
Rye puts his hand back in Gust's again to knock it prone.
Okay.
By the way, I'm gonna burn the body of the drow.
Yay!
I don't know if a 14.
Burn the witch!
No, it saves.
Okay, so you try to push it back. You just. The cage is
Fuck it,
holding.
he does it again.
Okay. Then before Rye does his second round of gust, Liana is going to pull the one that she has back over to the cage.
Uh-huh.
And as the one inside goes to shoulder check, she's going to open the door and basically try to like swap them.
Okay. Sure. I'd say make just a dexterity, just a sleight of hand. I'm kidding.
Wouldn't that just be strength as he's already going right into her arms?
Sure, whatever you think is best for this situation.
Just straight strength.
Sure. 14. Okay.
14.
Let's see if he overpowers you. To be honest, because he's charging full in. No, he doesn't.
Going off.
You quickly just kind of shove the first one in. You kind of and this
Rye takes a little bit of keeps the he tries to tie the like rag around the head. Just
okay.
as like a bandana. Keeps
A bandana. Okay.
Yeah.
But the second one kind of does push in, bumps into you. You just kind of grab it as it's kind of like near, as he's kind of near your chest. And you just kind of, it's that same like confused, like, hey, what are you doing to me? Kind of
He'll
thing.
take out his handkerchief and grab a second bottle of antidote from Liana.
Okay, and you're gonna try to apply it.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and do the same dexterity with advantage.
All right.
You need to beat a 15. Oh yeah, you definitely do. So it just, you know how to deal with these kids? Question mark. As you just kind of.
Are they kids? Are they gnomes? What race are they?
They seem to be. Were you in the room when they shifted?
I was looking. Yes.
Then
Yeah, he was
was-
over here, and they
Okay.
shifted when William went over here. So yeah.
Okay, they were
Yep.
humans. They were humans.
Okay.
So yeah, you're like, okay, boom, and same thing. He doesn't completely nullify whatever is happening, but it soothes for a time. And they're both at the moment just kind of.
Rye takes the weird liquid and
Well, which one?
uncorks it.
There's plenty of weird liquids in this room.
The ones that he got, the 7 bottles of weird liquid that he got from the lady.
Sure.
What, are they all the same liquid or?
No, they're all different.
Okay. Then I don't do that.
Yeah.
You do drink one?
We should probably figure
He
out
did
which one's
his-
which before we do anything with them.
Yeah.
He grabs
yeah.
a stick off the ground and. Actually, no. He's just gonna leave them alone. He'll have them identified later.
Sure.
I'm going to.
Does any of them look like his alchemist fire?
Nope.
Okay, so none of it is alchemist fire. What about acid?
Nope.
All right.
I'll just say this: anything you have, it does not look like it.
Okay.
It's something completely new.
Does it look like my gun?
Yes, I'm kidding. No.
It's a gun-shaped bottle.
Yes. I'll head over to Liana, holster my gun.
No, it's Crystal Skull vodka bottle.
Oh my gosh.
I holster my pistol, head up to Liana, and go, I was originally going to shoot them if they were still like this after that, but, they seem to like you, so even if they do continue to act feral, you could probably play Lupa, Mother Wolf, and maybe make these creatures, kids, whatever, decent things.
Y'all.
I doubt it. I don't think I would make a very good mother.
Milk.
It would be that or a book.
Y'all.
Milk
What?
has something.
Y'all. I got an anonymous tip that
An
I am
anonymous-
charm person.
It's a racial It's
Oh
racial.
my gosh.
I can do it on the kids.
It's
You-
at second level
you
because
could-
it's
If they
racial.
count as
Woo-hoo.
if they count as humanoid.
They are human.
They are
They
humanoids.
are human, technically. Who the
Uh,
fuck switched
it is
that
a
shit?
DC 12 Wisdom save for
Do
both
I
of
have
them
to-
because it is at
Oh,
second
okay.
level.
Yeah, do you want to use that?
Fuck yeah.
Sure. What do they have to make?
Alright.
A Wisdom
Uh,
save, a DC 12.
Okay, one of them makes it.
One of them makes it.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
They both make it.
Ah, fuck. So I
That
have
is
to
a
roll
good
higher
idea.
than both of those?
No, you
No.
don't roll.
They just make it. It was DC 12.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to
Yeah, they
make a
had to-
saving throw. You don't have to roll anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to roll anything. Okay.
By the way,
Both fucking charmed.
after this, I'll say to Liana to finish this off and go. You might not make a good mother, but it's either that or we're gonna have to put him down. And I'm gonna pat her shoulder, and then I head off to Flipper, and I'm gonna
You
help
don't
him
have to
go
put
through.
nobody down.
I'm gonna help him go through the research, and basically say, look, I have no problem with you taking this research back. However, still have a problem with the samples. I do want to look through this with you just to make sure.
I wanted to do something.
If
I do want to look through these just to make sure that it doesn't ring any bells, because I have had a problem with a criminal organization back in my day, and DM knows what I'm talking about. Do I find anything, handwriting or anything like that would allude?
Make an investigation check for that one.
God damn it!
God
And,
While he's doing that, before that,
Flipper is going to look through it, and I imagine they have more than enough data on all of the different things he grabbed samples of.
did Flipper already burn the samples really quickly?
No.
No, not yet.
No.
No,
Okay.
he's looking. If I may, he's
No.
looking to see if they have enough data on the samples before he burns them.
You don't know. You can't read any of the things.
They're
Wait,
probably
it's not in Orcish?
No.
Undercommon.
No, it's not. I
It's an
I don't think anyone knows this language.
Undercommon? Yeah, no one knows Undercommon.
Is it Telsian?
Nope.
Hmm.
If it's a drow, it's probably Undercommon.
The side can't stop me. I can't read.
Flipper's just gonna sigh as he looks over. I can't read a damn thing on these pages.
Yeah, no one can read it.
I sent you something, DM.
Does
I
any
know.
like
And,
Try it then.
any like
Roll it right.
seal, any handwriting
Shite.
at all tip me off that this may be the same organization that
I
I encountered in Spellburn?
You're unsure, just because anything written is in a language you don't know. You haven't really had much experience with it. Like that alone is just hard to decipher if it has any connection. You just don't really know, to be honest.
No seals, no nothing.
No, not that you can see.
Okay. I'll look to Flipper
um,
and say, these are research notes, or at least some of them are. Look, we'll get all of these together, take them back to the School of Knowledge after you burn your sample, and this will have everything you need.
I just hope that the data on these things are in there.
Look, dude, they have an entire fucking field of them. If they weren't researching them, I don't think that they'd have the field.
That's not necessary. He'll just shake his head. Never mind. And he'd have actually stepped away from the notes a moment ago. If you don't mind, you can compile them. I'll be handling something else.
Oh, no. We still have the rest of the place to sweep.
You know, Flip, you should go. Do what you want. And he just like looks at Bill and says in Primordial, he says in Primordial, Okay.
Flipper is
Ryan,
so
how's that gonna
confused
work?
now.
By the
Just
way,
let him.
how's it gonna work? By the way, because that's.
What are you telling me?
He literally, Flipper's moving like maybe 20 feet. He's not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, just let him go. He just says in primordial.
I
Let him
go.
go.
I go. No. We have to clear out the rest of this place first. This is one room.
I was, if I may speak,
He just quickly looks over to Rai.
I was simply going to tie up the half-orc with rope.
I'll toss you mine.
Well, more rope the better.
And he'll go over and proceed to do so.
Okay, he's unconscious, sleeping, just like, kind of moaning.
Anyone got something to gag him
I
with?
wonder who they're working with.
Oh gosh.
Just hog ties him.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
fucking
Actually, fuck yeah.
while they're doing that,
No, we don't
Liana's
hog
just
tie
going to
him.
be sitting in front of the cage, kind of observing the kids.
Okay. They're still kind of on edge a little bit from all the other people. Just kind of. They still haven't exited from their form yet.
I'm worried about what that bonus action to connect you to is going to do.
Oh, that doesn't do anything now.
Oh, well, thank God.
Since she died, the blood curse of mutual suffering didn't apply.
Oh, okay.
Oh. fuck.
Wait, she had mutual suffering on me?
Yeah, she did.
I should have taken some damage then, I think.
No.
Or,
Yeah.
wait, no, because I
hold
didn't
on.
damage her
Yeah.
before she went unconscious.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
only if I damage her. Right.
Yeah.
That's what she
You're
was
welcome.
counting on. She was just basically like, "You're gonna hurt me again. At least I could hurt you a little bit too."
I mean, that was a smart play.
Next time
Yeah,
the cursed
that would've-
creature damages
That
you
would have
with a
brought you down
weapon
to 0, I
attack.
think, right? Or no, it would have brought you down somewhat.
Did she do the amplify or just regular?
No, because the
I-
first one
I
would
don't
have
know how
dealt
to do
damage to you, I believe.
I don't know how to do amplify. I didn't know if
Um,
it was
Amplify
Amplify
is
health.
deal the right damage to yourself.
Oh, right, okay.
But yeah.
You take half of the damage she did to you. It doesn't say specifically that it ends when she
I'm gonna look around. Do I see the sword that she had?
Yeah, it flew off like 10 feet away.
Yeah. Just gonna go pick it up. Is it silvered?
Yeah, and it's a longsword.
Hey, Liana.
Hmm?
We're going to be encountering these fuckers. Am I going to need to get some silver bullets?
For the alchemists? No. For their experiments? Possibly. And she's gonna take her longsword, kind of look it over for a moment, lay it down on a table, and sheath the silvered longsword.
Okay.
Is everyone ready to do a
Rara's
quick...
gonna grab her old longsword. I'll catapult this later.
Oh my gosh. That's great.
I'll say, yeah. Is everyone ready to complete our sweep of this place?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, bring the guy
Can
inside.
Come back for the children.
All right.
I'd advise someone keeps watch. They did
Eh.
state that there
Harmony.
were more of them, and that they
Harmony
may
will
be
keep watch.
expecting them.
Yes, Harmony.
I'm wondering if Harmony would actually heal this guy at the moment.
I don't think so.
I would stop her if she
Yeah,
tried.
we would stop her.
What's the
You'd
thing
be
with
like,
Spare the Die? It's like you have to wait for like a certain amount of time, then he comes up to consciousness or something.
It's like...
With Spread the Dying, no, I think they just stay unconscious until they get raised, or until they effectively get a long rest.
Mhm.
Oh,
At which
one of
point
the
they
things.
heal.
sure.
Would
Because it doesn't say anything about how long it takes for them to wake up.
what else is on the person's corpse?
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. Because William was like, "Here, that's all her stuff," and I think Rye was the one to search through it and got
Mhm.
high enough to find the stuff. Um, yeah, there seems to be a coin purse as well as some papers that are completely soaked in blood right now.
Oh,
I also burned the body.
Well, this would have been before.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
this
would've
is
been
before.
Yeah, this would have been before. You would have found many notes, things you cannot read.
Mhm. He just takes
Actually, except for
those.
one, there is one you can read.
Hmm?
That only you can read.
Oh no!
It just says. It says, "Are you sure?"
are you sure about that?
It says, "Are you sure you wish to purchase?" And then it says underneath a dash and then a sign of the letter Z. It seems like this was about to be sent out, but it didn't get there because
This
you.
is Telsian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking murdered him.
Okay.
But that's all.
Would
That's all it says.
Would I know of any people in power there who
I mean, there's
whose name starts with a Z? A
that's
moniker?
I mean, make a history check.
Solotov.
Ha.
No.
I
You
looked
leave
to
the
Flipper.
good old
And it's the
Zolotov
same.
name out of this.
I looked to Flipper and pull the trigger now.
14.
You
Nothing
leave the
comes to
good
mind.
old Zolotov name
Okay.
out of it.
No, nothing comes to mind.
Wait, did I get that? Did I get the things?
What do you mean the things?
The things?
Just because of the
The
things you
nature of
wanted
it?
to get.
Do I have to roll it again?
I'd say you probably have to do it for each one. You get one of them. I'll say that.
Okay. Then here's for the second one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And here's for the
So
second.
your GM
Okay, so-
rolling, Gabe.
I know.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's still on okay, you don't get the last one.
Yeah.
Which is the most important one, but you don't get that.
Could I have stopped before I knew he would notice?
Sure.
Yeah.
Actually, Flipper, make a perception check.
Okay.
Who's life in this? Confusion.
Damn, why does everyone in this party keep stuff from each other?
Oh no,
Well,
this is for the
Flipper's
good of
not hiding
everyone.
anything.
14. Okay. All right. That's it.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
roll an 8
Oh, I'm gonna get
just to
shot.
see the wall.
Flipper gets mauled by 2 bears. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna get mauled by more bears.
No, Flipper gets mauled with 2 bears with sharks for arms.
Oh no.
No,
but
I was
yeah,
going to say I'd get mauled by two bears with mauls.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Rye, you find a lot of those notes. The one note that seems like it was an outgoing note, all of them covered in blood. You get the coin purse, which you can count up if you want now, or you can wait until later.
He'll wait until later.
Okay, and you also have the vials on her, and you notice that there are like just a bunch of just supplies. Like you see things that Liana has used before, like alchemy tools and like other things like that on her. Like
Liana, do you have
that
any
kind of
idea
stuff.
what this shot is?
I may actually,
Maybe.
because of my one of my background feature. Or are you talking about the components or the apparatuses?
The vials that she had.
Ooh, so like trying to identify them.
Yes.
Are there any that like just at a glance jump out at me?
They all do. They all look very weird. Like it's just
In terms of familiarity, I mean.
Mm-hmm. They seem familiar, like you've seen around before. That other people have been carrying them around, that you know of.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing that they've ever, like used in front of you. They just had them with them.
No, you don't.
I know I have seen them, but without testing them, I can't tell you what any of them do.
Well, I'm just gonna keep him in my in a little
And,
box, I think.
As William walked off, Liana would follow him.
Okay.
And
Sure, I would follow
this is
as
an
well.
important question. About how long has it been since we first started our little mission here?
Oh, you mean here in the ruin, or like here as in into the woods?
In terms of like from when we started stealthing, when I activated my my hybrid form.
Oh, about this time, I'd probably say it'd probably take a few more minutes for yeah, everything to calm down, for Rye to go through the stuff, and then William to do his
So probably
thing.
at least 10 minutes.
By the way, I reloaded.
Yeah, let's just put it 10
Reloading.
minutes.
Okay,
Reloading.
so Liana's hybrid form will fade, and
Liana, you notice the children's hybrid forms do not fade. They are still in
Noted.
their hybrid forms.
Duly noted.
Anyways, William, you stub your toe on a loose piece of rock as you make your way towards this middle room. Inside the room, actually, no, outside the room, you kind of listen in.
I opened the door. Well, yeah, I do listen in.
Okay, you listen
That
in.
that perception check was not for the door.
Oh, sorry. What was that for then? If you don't mind me asking.
That was me making fun of Flipper.
Okay.
That's my
I
favorite
would
pastime.
Like to do a perception check to see if I could listen through the door, assuming it's not made of stone.
No, it's like made of metal, which you could listen to it through there.
Okay.
You don't hear anything on the other side. It's kind of
Okay.
well.
Well,
you do hear something, but it's kind of muffled. It's kind of like this kind of weird.
I would
sound.
slowly open it, readying an action to shoot if I see anything hostile.
Sure. Okay, Flipper, you're gonna search him. Okay, make an investigation, Flipper, and I'll get to what you find in a second. For William, you peer in towards the room with your gun drawn.
To shoot myself.
Oh, whoops.
I can't see. It's dark.
It's dark. In
I
here.
can't.
Sorry,
I can't see.
you don't need
Period.
to do that. Oh my gosh.
Shut up, Linnea. You're always such a downer.
Okay, so.
Sorry, I'm blind.
So, as you open up the room, you hear this kind of like noise that's kind of muffling everything.
Someone
And
has a meat grinder.
and as you open up the door, Liana, you're nearby, and you notice that as you open up, I'm gonna say what's in the room. Don't worry about the thing in the middle that was already there.
Let me guess. Oh, it's not a meat grinder. It's an orphan stomper.
No.
No.
This thing was already there. It's a pre-made map, and I just wanted to use this one. That's not what it looks like. Instead, in this room, it is a bunch of wires and tubing that kind of go into this like central vat of some sort, like a vat chamber. And it seems like this thing is filled with this like clear liquid, almost like a jelly consistency. And there seems to be another small boy in this vat, and it seems like that there's tubes hooked up to him, like piercing into the skin, and it's pumping something into him. And it's like, every now and again you see him twitch, and the form starts to crack and shift and go into this like
I start
form.
tearing out tubing, not of the boy, of the vat.
Okay, of the vat itself. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, not the kid. I was like, please don't hurt him.
Let me try something.
I'm already
Rye's-
tearing
As
out.
William is tearing out
No,
one of the...
Rye's gonna try to stop him.
I don't stop.
I'm gonna gust you away. Make a strength saving throw.
Question: with this
You fail.
tank,
you
is
you
it
get
like
blown right
vertically
here.
oriented?
chill.
What was that?
With
Move
this
forward.
tank, is it vertically oriented or horizontally?
It's standing
Stop.
upright, so he's suspended, kind of. It's kind of floating upright in it.
Rye gets out
Okay.
thieves' tools and starts
Rye?
trying to carefully dismantle.
As you try to do that, William, you pulled out the tubing. Immediately, the door behind you closes. I can't close it right now, but the door behind you closes. The lights dim, and
Great.
you hear this kind of like.
See?
As you kind of look around, this kind of like glowing, these kind of like runes start to appear on the edges of the walls, and they start to glow red and flash red.
Rye's gonna try to use his thieves' tools to stop whatever's going on.
Sure.
It's like,
Just-
yeah.
You just see a
where-
vat hooked up with tubing.
No, but
What are you
he's gonna like try to very carefully, I guess, put things back. I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
Flipper for a
Well,
moment.
I
is
mean-
just gonna look.
You're gonna have to put back the tube that William pulled out of the wall. But
he does that.
okay, make
Do I have to make a
yeah, make a some kind of dexterity
Thieves'
check or a
tools.
thieves tools check or something. This is
Okay.
something you've never seen before. You don't know what you're
Yeah.
doing. You're trying.
Do I have any inclination on how this thing works?
I just keep tearing stuff out.
Stop fucking William!
Okay, you start tearing things out. Liana, make a
Oh my god.
some kind of check, I guess.
Like-
oh, I don't know. Like, are you looking at like the mechanical aspects of it, or like what it's supposed to do, or like are you trying to
Like, did I see anything similar to this,
right.
like in function, to like know maybe
right.
how to undo what is going on?
maybe.
Like, at least
Rye just goes,
reattach it in some fashion.
Maybe. I'll let you make a check for it because you personally did not experience.
Yeah, this is very different.
Yes, very different. So sure.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. Can we
Intelligence?
hear this
Yeah.
outside?
Yeah, you can hear this.
The Flipper is just gonna take a moment, stop rifling through this dude's pockets, and just look over at the room they just entered before looking over to Lunaire. I assume you can hear that too.
Of course I could hear that.
And this is why they're brutish. He says as he
fucking
goes back to what he's doing.
Do I get any modifier to this, like advantage or anything, or just straight roll?
I wouldn't
He's
say
like,
I wouldn't say advantage just because of your personal experience. I'd say I'd give you a bonus, which would make the DC lower in my mind.
Okay, fair enough. So maybe just like straight intelligence.
Yeah, that seems right.
I could make any intelligence checks, and it doesn't matter because I'm not proficient in any of them.
Okay, it's not bad. You get the feeling that, if you reattach the things, if they're not like busted, it should work. You hope. You also think that since there are runes around, something must be controlling the runes. You don't know if it's in this room or another room or whatever, but you're like, it could be a control area somewhere else that's managing this, or just put it back and put some duct tape on it and it'll fix it.
As William is tearing more shit out, Rye just like his hand becomes covered in electricity and he says, "Stop. You're setting shit off."
As you say that, you hear this
I don't give it out.
and then it stops for about 2 seconds, and then you hear almost like a messaged voice, and you see one of the runes kind of light up as it's replaying a message of some sort. You hear the voice of the drow that Liana just murdered.
Brained.
You hear her saying, "Subject critical condition. Advise, subject critical condition." It just repeats that with the same.
Chandler, if you wanted to play sci-fi, we could have just played sci-fi.
Is there like a top to this thing?
Yeah, it's a tube that connects to the top. of the room.
Is there any visible way to get the kid out
Could break it.
without breaking it?
You know what? There's enough broken already. There's enough broken already.
Yep.
Liana's going to walk up, pulling out her shiny new silver longsword, pull Rye away, and just fucking slam this.
Wait,
into
use the
glass
old
of
one.
this.
Use the old one.
The new one's fine.
That one's sharp. You're gonna dull it.
You
by the way,
Liana cares.
By the way, I'm gonna fire off a shot at the runes themselves to break them.
Sure, yeah, easy enough. Just easy enough. These are very simple enchantments. It's basically like if something happens, it makes a noise kind of enchantment. And
Wow.
you just kind of break all of those. That's what the noises were. It wasn't sci-fi wiring or whatever. It's enchantments.
It's an enchantment, but it's glowing red and giving off a siren. It's
Intruder
sci-fi.
alert.
It's
So-
the closest fantasy can get to sci-fi.
Yeah. So do I need to roll anything to break
Just
This
make
is the marriage.
make a strength check.
Okay. Just straight.
Yeah, because you're
You
not in any
people.
form.
Okay, and this is strength, not athletics, right?
You could do athletics, whatever's better. That's fine.
Hey, I want to destroy this shit.
Yeah, easy enough.
Hell yeah.
And you and it just kind of like this clear liquid, just kind of like Jello almost.
Clear liquid.
Yeah,
Suspicious liquid.
Gel.
just kind of gel. Just kinda, where you're
Sperm.
standing, it
Icky.
would just cover you, Rye. Just
I
Rye-
gushed it away
I pulled
from
him
me.
away. I pulled him
Yeah.
away.
Okay, it would splash a little bit. Just you might get on your boots or
Ew.
something. But you notice that as it crashes, this boy is no longer in liquid and is now hanging from the tubing that is attached to him, and he's now convulsing.
Guys, look what you've done.
So congratulations. You better do
You're
something
gonna
quick.
kill him.
I'm gonna go up and attempt.
Is the tubing metal?
What is happening in there?
I don't know.
Can't
Like
see
you guys
anything.
could have come in, but you decided
door
not
is closed.
to. So yeah,
I was a tad busy.
it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm gonna go up to him and try to do a medicine check to stabilize.
Sure.
Can I
17.
go in there
Yeah,
and try to
that's
save
enough.
the kid?
That's enough. You try to go over there, the door's shut.
Yeah, this door is shut
I
right
don't-
now.
I take out the
Second.
Try
tubing.
to pick the door
I
apart.
take out the tubing, go over, take him to a place that's semi-dry, and I'm going
Gonna lay him
to
down and
like
administer. Yeah.
administer first aid, CPR, anything that I need to
Yeah,
stabilize.
He's stable. Yeah,
Okay,
he's stable.
he's stable. He's stable for now.
Uh,
All right, hold up the
Can I
thumbs
try
up.
to get the door open?
Sure. There is a lock. You could try to pick the lock, or you could try to bust it down.
Why didn't we just look for a lock in the first place?
Right.
You didn't say
We
it.
are.
You're just like, oh,
Because we're
We are
stupid.
so
You know what?
smart.
Like,
Hey,
I was
hey,
figuring
hey!
stuff
You were
out.
the one going around yanking shit out of this machine, making the room red and angry. Okay.
Hey,
Red and
I
angry.
wanted to destroy this thing because it's evil.
yes, 16's enough.
And
You,
that's why you're called a brute, to Flipper.
16 is more than enough. You kind of go down. You open it up.
I have the kid in my arms.
Yeah, he's passed out.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, he's
We adopt
completely
a kid.
passed out.
He's my kid now.
No.
No, you ain't.
William, you do notice that in your arms, parts of his body seem to be like you just hear this like popping and cracking. You see like a finger like extend like about an inch or so, and then retract, extend out with a claw, retract. It's like he's going in and out of like hybrid shifting that Liana was doing. Like he's not controlling; he's just automatic. And this, it's grotesque, just kind of.
Oh.
And that's like all over his body. Like his
William
fingers
looks
and-
down and states, I wish this was the worst thing that I had ever seen.
At that point, Rye, Liana, and
Still
William,
fucking nasty.
you are free to leave this room.
Okay.
Is there anything else
He's
around?
fucking nasty.
As
funny to me.
you go out, you all actually start to hear this kind of like
Oh my god, what is that? What is that?
I'll hand the child to Lunaire, who I'm assuming is close by the door.
There's
Yeah, Lunaire's
something in my
close by.
room. Yo, is that a... That's a cricket.
It's just a
Oh,
cricket. Calm
I have to
down.
do... No.
man.
This thing's huge. I'm sorry. I gotta
Rye's
take care of this.
Rye's
Take
gonna
care of it.
peek around this corner.
Fucking
I
hell,
don't
man.
hand
Oh,
the
I
child
see.
to Harmony because I know
If
how
I-
to interact with it.
I don't
Alright, so-
mean to butt in here, but did I find
Yes,
anything?
I was actually getting to you right now. So Rye, you kind of go and peek around the corner. Flipper. Okay. Flipper.
If you're gonna go cricket hunting, mute yourself.
Let me do that. Give me a second.
Okay, Flipper, you've been rifling through this guy's belongings for a while, and you notice a coin pouch, as well as what looks to be various little bits of plant matter, little bits of like bark, things like that. You notice a few notes that he has on himself, and that's about it. A few little like trinkets, like teeth of animals, maybe like strewn into a necklace, like that kind of stuff.
Can I read any of these notes?
Yes, you actually can. They are in Orcish.
Nice.
There seems
Beast
to
has
be
been slain.
there's been two. There are three of them, like three notes. The first one.
Right.
The first one basically is a job offer, like an offer accepting of a job, and it basically says in Orcish, wanted, like in big bold letters, like wanted, says people of Sordell, druid is needed for research into harmful plants, and it kind of goes on and gives a vague detail of things of researching local fungus in a controlled environment, and then also a thing of a controlled environment of how an invasive species acts in new environment. And it says once research is complete, payment will be paid in full, and the affected area will be purged. No risk to the actual area. Everything will be fine. Help wanted. And it seems like he took this note and he accepted this job.
What an idiot!
Well,
I don't know about you, this doesn't seem very controlled.
Yeah.
well, I'll be damned.
Literally, all he had to do was
Hell.
walk out 5 feet and realize that it wasn't controlled.
Well, no, he knew it wasn't controlled. Like Flipper heard that. Like he's like, we shouldn't be doing this. Have you found the other one that got let out and stuff earlier? But he stuck around for some reason. There seems to be another note.
Yep.
Another note in Orcish saying how things are going to what seems to be family. This guy kind of goes into my boss is an odd one. She allows me to get up and close with the flora nearby, but she is very secretive, which I'm not, worried about. It's just odd that my employer doesn't fully trust me. Other than that, it's pretty safe around here. The experiment and the infections are growing, but I'm trying my best to keep that to a minimum. Unfortunately, some of the plants got crossbred somehow, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of that. Keep you posted. Much love. Yours, Caldo. That's the second note. The third one seems to be a half scribbled note mostly crossed out and ripped. Just a bunch of things of notes regarding things he's been putting together as of late. Things of like it's odd that my boss says it's controlled, but already within the past few weeks, she has misplaced or has lost track of 5 specimens. I don't know if this is intentional or if she is just oblivious, like that kind of stuff, like written like kind of all over, like scratched out, like pieces are missing and stuff. But that's what you find on him, and a coin purse.
Okay, so Flipper
Really?
is going to take a moment and just put the coin purse back.
Oh, you're not stealing from
And-
him.
No. Flipper's not a thief. And he's actually going to call over Lunaire.
Lunaire, if I may.
Who has the child in her arms?
Oh. And then
Yeah,
he
by
just
the way-
looks up, notices the child is like,
Actually, I can handle this.
I'll
he-
look down to Flip and go, what did you find?
He's a mercenary. He was essentially trying to prevent it from spreading. He was misled, to put it simply.
Well, then we won't kill him. We'll just turn him into Kellen.
And I planned on actually waking him up as he seems to be
We have
very
one
much
more
like
room
ours.
to do.
True,
Let's
and the
do
risk
the
of
last-
more, right?
Yeah. Let's do the
Once
last room,
we
then we
search
wake
the
him
rest
up.
of This place, then I'll wake him up.
And you can do that while I go back to tell Sadie and Scalder what happened.
And there are some noises going on as well.
Yeah, growling, familiar growling, banging of cages. Seems like some creatures were notified of the loud noises.
Oh, well, then it's time to switch over to the rifle.
They seem to be contained by the cages at the moment, but you don't know how long those will last.
I'm gonna need a heavy crossbow for this heresy.
I'm going to need a hunting rifle for this heresy. Thank you very much.
Okay, so as you rifle through his
Close
pockets, Rai, you turn the corner and peer. You see the door closed, and you also see kind of around that way, just the rest of the what you see on the map. I think kind of off in the distance, you kind of notice the you hear the banging of the cages against the the creatures and such. Nothing else of note, really.
Is Flipper coming with us?
He's going to, Oh, right, shit, I forgot. He has no strength.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
Oh, by the way,
going
this room
to-
must smell awful.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Which, of these little rooms is closest to the way out without having to go through the plants?
This
the,
way.
The way out is this way, so it's literally a staircase.
Okay, so those kids are still in that cage, right?
Yeah, no one let them out again. They're still there.
Nope, Liana put him back in there. Like, you two are staying here.
Okay. Kind of indecisive about whether I should go with you guys or watch over the half-orc and the kids.
Leave Linaire.
Yeah, I mean,
she wants to
Harmony
save-
can babysit.
Yeah, Harmony can do that.
Oh, right. I forgot about
T-posing
Harmony.
T-posing her.
So,
She's asserting dominance. They won't fight back.
Linaire, if you want to leave the kid with Harmony while we go look into this room, you can't come with us.
He has
He has what?
Lunaire, try reconnecting. Because you're cutting out a lot.
He has.
He has.
He has what? What does he have?
I put
I
my
must
sensitivity
know!
too high.
Oh,
He
That'll do
has
it.
the big gay.
He has the kid in his arms, and he's like, "But I want to keep him."
You can't keep the kid. Okay, I'll give you this
Oh,
ultimatum.
If I
forgot to mention.
if I
You
may
can.
actually step in on this part.
Yeah,
What?
just I forgot to mention something about the kid. It should have been obvious, but I realized I didn't say it. He is wearing nothing, by the way.
I assume.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I would assume that
Just,
too.
I just forgot
I don't
to say
care though
Kinda
because
slimy.
it doesn't matter.
that. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
forgot to say that.
Yeah, Flipper will walk over and just lean in. You can keep him, but it would be best if we were to be unencumbered as we search the rest of this place. As we may encounter far less friendly individuals.
Lunar just huffs, puts the kid down,
And my character is gonna
go
say,
fucking them up.
you can adopt the kid, but you're either gonna have to stop traveling with us, or know that I'm not gonna protect that kid in combat.
I'm gonna protect the kid in combat.
Good luck protecting a child in combat. One hit and they're dead.
You fucking doubt my abilities.
I do, very much.
How dare you?
Well, to be fair, you all are
Kid
only
isn't
level
a
like 3.
Well, it's not exactly a normal kid.
Like, he's unstable, like the rest of us.
It's okay if I'm a bit
Or at
unstable.
least, glances over to Liana.
Yeah. He's unstable like that one.
And I. Wait. He just takes a moment like, yeah, and like me. Wait a minute.
It's like, hey. Rude.
So are you guys coming or not? Because
I'm coming.
okay.
Here, yeah, the kid down on the
On my
ground.
way. And he'll carefully close the door
Sure.
before heading off.
Sure. So you make your way
So
over
courteous.
I will say this though, that druid's really lucky that the girl came through the door after him. Because if she didn't, I was gonna put 2 rounds in his head.
Damn. It'd be like that though.
that way.
Double tap.
Pop, pop. Oh man. Sure. So you start to explore the other room. Easy enough. You open up the door with a 16. Fair. It's an exact a copy of the other one, except the furniture is different. You see a bed in the corner, some chairs, some books for reading. You notice a pen, like a desk area, inkwells, that kind of thing. That's what this room is.
Okay. I'll look over to Liana and Ryan and go, now, Liana, I know you're probably going to want to be around for when Flipper wakes up the orc. So, Rye, I was wondering if you'd come back and accompany me to Sadie and Scalder so we can give them the rundown and tell them to go tell Kellen that we've cleared out the main cause of this, but we're not going to be able to take down the field that they've created unless she wants us to burn down half the place. I just need to have them go get a letter while we stay here and mop up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Let's rifle through this place real quick and see if we can find anything else of importance.
yeah, I agree. I was just saying afterwards, Rye, do you want to come or am I going alone?
Gabe?
Rye. Gabe! Rye! No! He's dead!
Gabe! Gabe! Gabe!
Oh, I'm muted.
Yeah,
I'm muted. I've been talking this whole time.
Oh my god.
Don't you just hate when that happens?
Sick.
But what did you answer?
He said, I don't know. I'm a little bit. I don't really want to leave
Okay, I'll
Pardon.
be fine.
No. Pardon me, but I don't really want to leave Liana with Flipper because it seems very much like you will kill him, and I do not want that to happen. Oh, by the way, is Flipper here?
Yeah, everyone
I
came.
believe Flipper and Linnea did
Yeah.
also come over with us.
Shit. When it was just them, or I would say, in Primordial to, no, you just whisper this to both of them. I have 2 of Flipper's boxes. Snapped him off while I was searching the half-orc.
Wait a second. While you were
I'll
searching
pat.
the half-orc, you were in a different room.
No? No, I meant that. I meant
The drow.
the drow, yeah.
Yeah. While you were
Yeah.
rifling through the
Search the
research.
drow.
While you were rifling through the research.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll pat Rye's shoulder and nod, but then I'll go to Liana. I'll look to Liana and whisper to you both. He has 3.
I know. I couldn't get the last one. He would have known.
So I'll say this.
Joke's on you people. I actually have 4.
Look, I'll say this. Liana, I do want you to stay around because I think you have a bit more ability to control yourself than I do. So I at least decide not to do anything serious until we come back. Can you at least promise us that?
That I can do, but I
Like, if you have to knock him out,
Struggle.
that's fine.
I struggle to
I'm
think.
right here, you know.
We're whispering.
We're whispering. We're having a huddle party.
I am surprised
like
that
20
you
feet
think
away.
I can control myself well after you just watch me.
If he
rip
starts
him
trying to
throat.
inch closer, I will point my gun at him.
I'm just imagining that these people are just talking in like a group huddle at normal volume. And he's just standing in the doorway like, I'm right here, you know.
No, you ain't.
Anyway,
Anyways.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I would like Rye to come with me because after seeing how ham you went on that body, I'm pretty sure you'd like to talk to the person who did it, who worked with them. That's why I'm asking you, Rye, and not her.
I
Oh,
would be more than happy to discuss with that half-orc gentleman.
so,
She just starts cracking her knuckles.
Liana, really quick question.
Hmm.
What set that off?
The elf?
Yeah.
Nothing anymore. She's a corpse.
Liana, do you have experience? Like, is there a group of people like this?
Yes, there are. They are responsible for making me the way.
Okay.
I have someone I may need you to meet because they are really good at getting information, and we had trouble with something down in Spellburn where a bunch of children were being kidnapped and tortured, and they were doing things in the basement that we can't figure out.
I see.
I'm worried that they're connected to this.
Making you the way you are. What does that mean, Liana?
Rai, you remember what I told you
About
about why I don't care for the full moon
yes.
and
course.
what you saw here? That is their doing. Now, if you'll
Understand?
excuse me, I have a half-orc to go wake up and have a pleasant discussion with.
I'll look to Flip and go, hey, Flipper.
What about the animals? They're still around.
Right.
Yeah?
The animals, if any of them attack us, you and me can deal with it. If we can't, we'll just run. Secondly, the ones in the cages we'll deal with after we get back. And Flipper,
Can we seal them up?
they're already sealed up. There's only one that escaped.
That means the rest of them can.
It does, but they can just close the doors and wait for us to get back. And if we see any that are around the doors, then we'll shoot. Then I'll shoot them.
There's a lot. I'm just not sure.
Well, it's either you come with me or I go by myself.
I'll go with you, but
It's gonna be okay, trust me.
all right.
Flipper, make sure she doesn't hurt the guy. If he didn't realize what this was, we don't need to beat him badly.
Are we gonna take him to Kellen? Because Kellen probably will brain him with a rock.
It's Kellen's
going to say,
choice.
William did say that he was mainly in it for the money, right?
No,
No, he doesn't. care
William
about money.
came to help. He cares absolutely nothing about the money.
Who said that they were in it for the money?
Right.
Liana and Rai.
Liana and Rai.
Yeah, he'll quickly just look over to Liana.
While I understand your anger towards the organization responsible for this, do not take it out on this man. He's not acting from what I can tell from these notes, any differently from how you are, having picked this job.
Flipper, I'm going to ask you one time, nicely. Keep your mouth shut when it comes to talking
Keep
about
your
what.
claws to yourself.
And this is our time to leave Rye.
As he just sassily
have fun.
turns around and goes back to the other room.
As
I look
Ryan
to
William
Lunaire and
back
go,
up.
yeah, I go to Lunaire and say, have fun mediating. And then I leave.
Rai puts his hand on Liana's shoulder and says, "Please don't do anything stupid while I'm gone."
I won't if the bird doesn't.
He looks at Flip and says, "Please don't do anything stupid while we're gone."
I don't intend to. I can understand where this man is coming from, having
Uh,
worked with these people.
Does that key fit this lock?
Which lock? The key you found on her?
The lock for the bedroom looking.
Like the key that was on her.
The key, yeah.
I
the key
still
that's
have
on
the
her.
key.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, it would have worked, but you picked the lock first.
Oh yeah.
So I will
I mean,
hand.
did I break the lock?
No, you just picked it.
Okay.
I will hand
then-
the key to Liana.
Yeah.
She will pocket that, assuming she's kind of cleaned her. Assuming she's cleaned her hand at this point, which she probably has.
I just imagine that you go into the room with the orc, you lock it behind yourself, and then you swallow the key and look to Flipper and the orc.
Only two of us are walking out of this room alive.
Okay, so William and Rye make their way back to Scalder and Sadie, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I tell Scalder everything that happened,
Okay.
and I tell them both that they need to head back to inform Kellen to bring druids, rangers, because there are people infected with a hybrid version of this that we can't fully eliminate by ourselves, because if we did, the only way to do that safely would be with fire, and by safely, I mean it would cause a massive explosion that would probably set the forest on fire.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So I say we're going to be held up. We're going to take care in this fortress. She can take a day if she needs it. we're going to be held up in this encampment, and we're going to try to keep everything that's in the cage, and I'll also say that if any of your druids know Greater Restoration, you're probably going to need it to save some of these people that are being infected. And if that doesn't work, the only help is a bullet, or
an arrow,
is death,
or a sword, or something.
Yeah.
Sure.
The only
The
help
only
for them
help
is
is a
death.
wound.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I'll
You
give
relay
that,
all that,
and
perfect.
I'll write it down, and I will write it down in a very short and sweet format for Kellen, and then I will take out some sealing wax, and
Seal it up,
with my signet ring, I'll seal it.
Sure. Sounds good. And you send that off.
That way they know it's from me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cool. So that's happening. As that happens, flip back over to the rest of you with the unconscious hog-tied half-orc just kind of lazily being there. Harmony can raise him up or something. Or...
I think Harmony, seeing how Liana is glaring at this man, I don't think she would bring him back to consciousness for his own sake.
That's true.
And Liana's just going to be sitting there rolling a crossbow bolt between her fingers, which I don't think anyone here has seen her do before. She doesn't even have a crossbow.
Flipper is going to, first of all, just see if he can grab a spare shirt out of his bag or something like that for the completely naked kid.
Easy enough.
Yeah, he'll do so and then proceed to tie him up.
Okay, tie up the unconscious kid, sure.
Alright, yeah.
Well, we don't know if this thing's also a lichen, and the last thing I need is an angry child.
This kid
trying to tear my throat
This
out.
kid is shifting in and out of hybrid form.
Yeah, I don't want that thing trying to tear out my throat when I least expect it.
Look, Zoe, if you're into bondage, it doesn't have to come out during the game.
Oh no.
Okay, so is anyone healing the half-orc to talk to him, or are you just
anyways,
letting him rest?
I'm gonna say Harmony would not, because she could probably just feel the malicious aura from Liana and knows that that waking up the half-orc is not gonna be good for his well-being.
That's fair enough. So it's either Lunaire will bring him up, or Flipper does his thing if he can, or you just wait and he'll wake up later.
I was gonna say that Flipper was gonna advise to possibly lock that door just in case the other people that are associated with them show up.
Okay.
I was moving.
I'll just move you all back to this area. This one right here.
Oh my god, I'm gonna scream at the computer. It's screaming again.
Would Liana do so?
Nope.
Also, Lunaire, would you have let him tie up the kid?
No.
Well, that's what
Didn't
he did.
think so.
Well, I was talking,
That
but I was
thing
muted just like Gabe did.
Oh man.
I was like,
Okay,
why
then
can't they hear me?
quickly.
He just kind of.
Okay, give Lunaire's response then.
Lunaire just smacks him upside the head. It's like, what are you doing? Just put the shirt on the kid.
This is one of
What a hog tie,
shifters. It
Doesn't
may,
matter.
when our back is turned, try to tear out our throats.
Then our throats will be torn out. So what?
Cage!
It's still a child. Like,
Actually, can we just put this one in the cage with the others?
Thank you for listening to the pigeons. They are not infected.
Stop metagaming, you pigeon. Metagaming pigeon. Stop it.
I guess you could put him in the cage with the others, but just don't tie it up.
Okay.
Okay.
What if the other... No, I'm not going to say that.
Say it.
No.
Liana's going to...
No more pigeon.
Liana's going to look over to the two having this conversation. And as she's still just rolling this crossbow bolt between her fingers, it's not like the others. doesn't appear to be infected. Putting it in there may result in them trying to kill him.
Well, if he's so paranoid, I'm just gonna let him do what he wants. Put it in the cage. For now.
I'm just simply taking precautions. I don't think any of us know the full capabilities of.
And he just looks at the unusual kid.
Mhm.
And what's the matter, Flipper? Afraid of a little research? It's
Oh!
just
Sip
research,
some tea.
right?
That is the hottest burn.
I was going to
Can't
respond
believe
to
Flipper
something
just died.
from
You take 12d12 psychic damage.
From how emotional you reacted to that drow, you seem to be personally connected to their research. You'd know better than anyone, wouldn't you?
5 seconds.
You know,
Yes,
Flipper.
I would, Flipper. I am painfully aware of their research.
Then
Flipper's
there's
gonna
no
get
need
his
to
shit
shove
rocked.
my throat over it.
What
I
did
am
Flip
not
say?
like them, and the longer that you assume that I am, it's only gonna end up worse.
And yet you have yet to prove to me that you're not.
I planned of disposing this godforsaken amulet on the corpse of that drow, but our pyromaniac friend loves burning every corpse he sees.
You may cast away that amulet, Flipper. But after what I've seen of you putting research above the well-being of others, I'm not
I
sure I
don't
believe it.
exactly see how I've been doing that, necessarily. I've been putting the research forward in hope to protect others from this.
and he motions all around him.
I wish to counteract this. One cannot fight this with sheer ignorance and fire, or else we'd have set this whole place on flame in the first place.
The only reason we didn't is because it would have set the forest on fire. So, Flipper, Yana's going to stand up and turn to him. Do you want to know why I hate these bastards as much as I do? Do you want to know why I want to do nothing more than to rip each and every one of them limb from limb and beat them to death with their bloody stumps?
Well, I can somewhat assume based on,
Motions to the kids.
These monsters turned me into a werewolf. I used to love the night sky, and now I dread it, counting each and every night between the next time I have to try and lock away the violent impulse, the desire to run and murder anything in sight. What you saw earlier was my best effort at controlling it. So yes, I am aware of what they do. And you are now aware of why I hate everything to do with them. So, I would most certainly suggest you not imply that I don't understand what they are capable of. Ever again.
I don't mean to call you daft, but you didn't seem to notice that I was more so inferring that you know what they were doing far too well. Yet you still seem ignorant as to the difference between my choices and theirs.
That's all I was trying to say.
Word choice is very important, Flipper. Word choice is very important. As you see Liana draw her newly silvered longsword, activate her Rite of the Frozen against her neck, and swing it at you.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
god.
Oh boy.
Oh, great.
no.
I want to
I was
say,
gone.
I thought Flipper would have more self-control and common sense than to do this. I wanted to go.
Not with Liana.
I wanted to go with
Oh,
Rye
man.
specifically because I figured Rye, if we got into trouble, would be better able to handle it.
And I'm
Lunar's
gone.
just freaking out, like, oh no.
Yeah, Lunaire's just watching this all unfold.
He's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to get
Wait,
the tweets. She's
watching?
gonna kill me.
Lunaire is watching? That doesn't
Yes,
seem
he's
right.
technically watching.
Lunaire is technically watching. He can sense what is happening.
He's sensing, not watching.
Listen,
It's observing, okay.
Yeah.
And
See,
Liana, question: is this an advantage for a surprise, or was Flipper kind of ready
It's
to
more like
defend
seeing.
himself?
It's more so that truthfully, he's kind of ready to defend himself whenever he's in her presence because he just, especially what with how she's acting now, just kind of treats her like a crazy psychotic bitch.
You know, that's fair. So this will be a normal attack,
Yeah.
Yep.
and it hits.
Oh,
You
He's
take
like-
a whole 11 points of damage.
Liz like, I have to heal this
As she
idiot
just
now.
rakes her sword across your chest.
Meanwhile, Bill looks up at the sky and then thinks and goes, "You know, right? Maybe it wasn't a good idea to leave them alone. I think you had a point.
I feel something.
I do
Something
too.
bad.
There's a
happening.
disturbance in the force.
There's a disturbance in the force. Maybe we should stop casually strolling and actually run.
Which you probably won't make it there in time anyways, but sure.
Oh, God,
we
no.
won't make it there in time. That's why I was doing this, because it doesn't matter."
Yeah. They start running, I guess.
wonder if I can blind her. Maybe. If my computer would stop screaming, that would be fucking perfect. Stop, I beg of you.
Oh my gosh.
Please. Can I blind her with light?
Let me see if
Can I
you...
blind them both and like shut them up? Be like, stop.
You could
stop,
hold
stop.
person.
let me see
What
here.
is that gonna do?
Hold
It
the
could
person.
restrain. It could restrain me.
Oh,
Hold
you
the
right? Do I
person.
have that?
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you
I
do.
do.
You have one slot, I believe, remaining.
One
I
second
do.
level spell
Yes.
slot and
So you
one
could-
first level spell
you
slot.
could do it for
The
person.
problem is Flipper has like made himself into this like
He's an idiot, of
opposed
course.
party. Like I don't know if anyone outwardly likes Flipper.
Rye likes Flipper a little bit. Not enough.
Lunaire likes Flipper.
All Flipper had to say,
Ignorant.
2 words.
I'm
What was
sorry.
ignorant?
I'm sorry. Instead, he used
Yeah,
the word ignorant, and
also
that's the
mad at
only
her
word she
for-
heard.
Yet he's also mad at her for the fact that she quite literally is saying that he's not really any different from them, is how it came across.
So
That's
far, you're
exactly
not.
what she's saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Yeah,
she's
and
saying.
that's why he's not apologizing.
So far,
It's
you
like,
haven't proven
no,
you are.
I'm not taking that shit.
Yeah, so you
And
have to-
you
You're a
got your
fucking
shit
dumbass.
right.
As far as she's concerned, he has not done anything to redeem himself in her eyes.
Exactly. And I
Same
agree,
thing with Bill.
but I have to save his dumbass.
So what's happening?
Is
just-
Lunaire trying
He's
anything?
gonna do hold person on Liana before she murders him
Okay.
because he's an
so-
idiot.
Sure. So Liana needs to make a...
Can you touch? Oh, you touch it.
Is that a wisdom save?
It's a wisdom save, yeah.
Ooh, I
Oh, no.
failed.
Oh, you fail. You are held. You
Yeah.
are paralyzed up to a minute.
She's
At
like,
the end of
hey,
the-
You see, and this is the bad part when you try to mediate a fight with Hold Person, because now we get to see what Flipper does.
I'll slap the shit out of him.
actually-
That's what I'll do.
So, Liana,
So-
as you slash across Flipper's chest, as you're thinking about maybe going in for another slash, you feel your body seize up and you can't move. And Lunaire, you are focusing at this point. You are concentrating on keeping Lunaire at bay for the next minute.
Lunaire's keeping Lunaire at bay.
I'm gonna quickly roll something.
Oh god.
Gonna quickly roll 2 things, actually.
Oh god.
I really hope you taunt her, because that's going to be
Dude.
hilarious.
Oh, I'd have to smack the crap out of him and be like, dude, you helped him once. Don't have to do it again. Of course he failed no wisdom.
Okay, so
There's that
Oh.
that dumb college student coming out.
that wisdom crit fail. Okay, so for the religion check, a part of him in the back of his mind just feels, should I waste this on her of all people?
Are you seeking a response?
People.
Yes, it's more so like he kind of subconsciously does it. Kind of like asking advice from a mentor without thinking about it.
I really hope the wisdom is if you follow it or not.
Oh my god.
No, it was going to be. What it was going to be is if the religion roll failed, the higher it would be, the more he could restrain himself.
He just goes full on. You're going to go full on lycanthrope and attack it.
Basically, if it doesn't give any advice, yeah.
Oh my god.
Please, DM, don't
I
let
don't like
him
y'all.
get
Please don't.
advice.
Please.
I want to see some PvP action.
No. He needs to stitch this idiot
I
up.
don't like this.
I don't either.
Raya's getting very nervous.
Yeah, no, we're double timing it. I've got my rifle out.
No,
Harmony would definitely
hummus.
be opposed
Okay,
to what's going on
Chandler.
right now.
Hummus. Raya's
Chandler.
getting very nervous.
Can you
What's
stop
going on?
yelling?
How
And
about
this
Sorry
is
for
where
anyone
we're
who
going to
heard
leave
this.
it off for this session.
Oh my god.
That would be the
crying.
most anger-inducing thing ever.
I'd have to
We
fight
we
Chandler.
can't hear you if you're talking.
No, wait, what just happened?
Brain's working. Or his brain is not working.
Okay, so I rolled religion to see if
Anything would respond.
yeah.
And then
Just
he
like-
rolled wisdom for his personal restraint and crit miss.
Okay.
It's gonna be crit. It's gonna be crit.
Which, I don't know, if you crit miss, would you listen if it said, no, don't do it?
It's like, no.
Well,
also-
seeing as how
Listen.
it's an angelic being talking in his head, he'd probably listen.
Does he know it's an angelic being?
Well, he
I
doesn't
assume
know it's
so.
angelic, but it's very soothing and all that.
That is true.
And the fact that he so far has no reason to go against what it said, and so far it's pretty much only said good things. Well, taught him things.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Get a feeling of
It's just like, finally, someone's listening to my prayers. Yes!
Don't attack.
If he attacks
Chandler.
there, he's gonna fuck up Flipper. If Flipper tries anything, a
I think
blind person's gonna
Chandler's
hit him
having
with a
something
stick.
happen to him.
Chandler, if I may.
Like, if I could interject.
Raya is probably very nervous right now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what? I'm scared.
Okay.
What is it? Is it a...
Like, real anxious.
okay.
I'm confused.
I have a
by that.
question. Does Rye have Misty Step?
He does.
Why don't you use that to get a lot further ahead?
It is my last spell slot.
He's trying to save it,
You'll
man.
still have cantrips cantrips, and your cantrips are pretty powerful. They would be able to help. It really depends. Do you want to get there faster and not have a spell slot? Or do you not want to get there faster and maybe have a spell slot, but one of them might be dead?
He just spare the dying. I have to spare the dying. I'm
Yeah,
gonna cry, stop
Rye-
screaming.
I mean, Misty Step is just 30 feet, though. It's not that much.
Oh shit, I was thinking about the one that's 300.
Dimension door?
Yeah, I was thinking Dimension Door.
And if it was Dimension Door, I could have taken you with me. Same with Thunderstep. But however, I'm gonna have Rye roll a Wisdom saving throw because of things. He fails.
We TPK, but like it's because of us. Like everyone dies, but Harmony and Lunaire.
And Lunaire's like, what did I do?
Boy.
He was like, the giant woman killed the fucking bird
God
because he was
damn
an
it.
idiot.
Okay,
Hold
Bill.
on. Let Hummus tell us what happened in regards to Flipper's stuff first, and then
Go off.
For Flipper, you get a feeling of don't attack.
Oh, thank God.
Like, I'm going to just describe this based on the most polar opposite rolls, except for a crit and a crit fail I could have gotten. Lunaire would see as feathers start growing, the talons start becoming more defined, and then all of a sudden, it all just starts undoing itself.
What?
As he just kinda stumbles back slightly, just leaning against the wall, shaking his head, as he then decides to not do it, and instead puts a hand to the giant cut on him to heal it.
Lunaire like had his hands in his head, like, oh God, please don't do it. Please don't do what I'm thinking. And then once he stopped, he's like, oh, okay, he stopped. Oh, I don't have to clean up 2 dead bodies.
Okay.
No. And he'll just shake his head.
What happens to our dear Rye?
Yeah, boy.
Rye. Let's see.
Comes a storm elemental and attacks.
Oh shit, she might be inbound now.
Rye, you take 1 point of damage.
Okay then.
Ooh, poor Rye.
also Liana is still held.
Yes. And also, I think anyone within 10 feet of Rye needs to make a dex save.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll make a dex save. Because I am so wonderful at those. I'm actually not bad. 8! That's not good enough.
So you take 2 points of lightning damage.
No!
As
I'm at 29!
Because around Rye, this kind of static kind of goes out within 10 feet, like a wave almost, as he's getting very, very anxious and nervous.
I grit my teeth, but keep going.
Okay. So as you are making your way back, I think that
if I may, real quick. While Liana is still kind of straining against it,
And she
he's just
succeeds.
gonna.
So as she breaks free of it,
As she breaks free, he just, in the way, just kind of chucks his rapier to the ground in front of her, and just kind of, obviously for reasons that he's not super happy about, he just manages to spit out, "I'm done." As he then turns to start giving some kind of attention to the half-orc, ready to move on from this.
I'm just gonna look at him tossing his rapier on the ground. After a moment, you just see the grip on her sword loosen. She'll wipe it off of his blood, sheath it, and go back in the room to sit with the shifter children and observe them further.
okay. I think I'm gonna call it here then.
It was
Alrighty.
just a fucking dog.
So,
It was just a dog.
so, I'll say you all level up,
Huzzah!
and
Da-da-da.
we will pick up if you wish to talk with this half orc next time, or whenever that will be. I'm going to leave.
Oh,
like
that's
right
a
now.
one.
So, later.
DM, we can reroll ones, right? On hit dice?
Yeah.
Better.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording. I'm gonna leave. All right.
Bye.
Have a good one.